What is up, Raider Nation? Got with me Darkside OB, and this is myself, Donuts Duncan, and this is Raiders Shop Talk. Uh, Thinking of trying out something new, doing some weekend videos, just talking about the Raiders, events that happen throughout the week, all that. So like recent news, we've obviously filled our coaching staff. Kubiak himself came out and said that we're going to be switching to a primary 3-4 defense as the base. I also mentioned that he likes Ashton Genty, which who doesn't? The guy's a beast.
Monster.
And yeah. And he's also mentioning that he likes our offensive line, at least at the tackle position. So that's some interesting news too. Don't know if that actually holds weight yet because he was still saying he's going through the film, so nothing's final. Uh, and then we also had the NFL scouting combine. So got to see all these upcoming rookies perform. Some people shocked, some people did what we expected, some people a little lacking. We'll talk about some of that stuff. But Dark Side, you have
Yep.
any uh, comments you want to make on the somewhat recent news and the combine also?
Yeah. So it was a good pulling up my notes. It was a good little, it was a good week. I guess they call it Radio Row
Yeah.
at the NFL Combine. Got some good sound bites. Heard from Fernando Mendoza, heard from John Spatek, heard from Clint Kubiak. Got some, like I said, some good insight. Um, it gets you a little more excited for the new regime, right? It gets you excited for the 2026 season, even though I feel like John Spatek is a really good GM because he's not giving out any like keys to what he plans on doing, right? Um, it was something
Yeah.
that was said, it was something that happened, and it was like nobody thought that was going to happen. So for example, this ain't what I was thinking about, but like the Clint Kubiak situation, he kept bringing in talking to random coaches, and then after he would talk to them, that coach would get picked up by the Miami Dolphins or the Arizona Cardinals. When at the end of the day, he wasn't really even targeting them; he was targeting Clint Kubiak, right? He was just wanting them to think that, you know what I'm saying? So I like the game that he's playing as a GM. I feel like he's
Yeah.
doing everything the right way. He's saying all the right things. He's not giving away any answers to the test. He's holding everything close to him. He probably told Mark Davis, "Hey, don't talk to the media because you haven't heard from Mark Davis." I think last year or 2 years ago, whenever McDaniels was the head coach and um, Ziegler, I think that's his name, was the
Yeah.
GM. We heard from Mark Davis at the combine, so we haven't heard from Mark Davis since the press conference, and he didn't even talk then, really, except for like little side notes. So I like John Spatek. I know I don't want to keep rambling, but I like John Spatek. Clint seems like he's a straightforward. Let's just talk football. And I should have recorded it, but if you watch Clint Kubiak interview, somebody said a joke, and it hurt for him to smile because it was like that wasn't even that wasn't even funny. Like we supposed to be talking about football. Like
Yeah.
why are we in here laughing? Let's just get this over with so I can go back and finish my job. You know what I'm saying? So I
Yeah.
like Kubiak.
Yeah,
Um,
100%. I think Kubiak is going to be great. It may
yeah,
not be a great first year with him, but
right,
I definitely am filled with confidence for the future.
100%.
Uh, and I don't know if you listen to Q Myers at all, but he's said it a few times. I think he's put it best, and it's Kubiak doesn't like talking
Yeah,
when it comes to all this media stuff, but he loves talking ball. So
you can tell.
anytime he gets an actual good football question, he kind of perks up.
Hurts up.
Like
Yeah,
he can't help himself get excited about talking football. And I absolutely love that.
yeah,
And then the
100%.
other thing that I love that Kubiak brought up in his press conference, or it might have been an interview right after, but he mentioned how they need to teach players. He needs to bring in teachers,
Yeah,
guys that can teach our players how to play football their way. So that way they can set their culture, their tone, their system, how they need to play football.
He
And
specifically said that about Dennison, the O-line coach.
yeah,
Yeah.
and Dennison's been around the NFL forever. And it's like some people don't like Dennison. I say I do because there's a reason why he stuck around the NFL for so long, and that's because he knows football. And
Yeah.
having somebody like that taking charge of the offensive line gives me a lot of confidence compared to the Nepo baby we had in Brennan Carroll. That was absolute disaster.
Yeah, that
And
was
it really put in question how bad is our offensive line really to
fact.
me. Because when our offensive line was that terrible, when they were already bad the previous year with another terrible offensive line coach, and then when we put somebody with experience halfway through the season, and then all of a sudden they got better because it seemed like they finally had instruction.
Was it Joe Philbin, right?
Yeah, Philbin. Yep.
Yeah.
And like it just really it's hard to pass any true judgment on our offensive line players when they clearly have not had that instruction or that teacher at the offensive line coaching position. So
Yeah.
that being said, Kubiak did mention that he actually likes our offensive line. He doesn't think they're as far off as we believe it to be. I mean, obviously, watching them play, it's hard to agree with them. But again, based off the point that we haven't had any real good teachers and as the offensive line coach, it's quite possible we do have some uh,
Solid guys.
hidden gems.
Yeah.
Uh, so he also did specifically mention that he liked the offensive tackles. So to me, that's early uh, showings that Glaze may be our right tackle going into the season. But
Do you
there's
think Glaze has the have the like the foot speed to be a tackle in a zone scheme though?
personally, I don't. I mean, because that's his weakness right now is his feet. Like he's
Right.
got slow feet, and pass blocking wise, he gets beat by speed rushers.
Right.
So it's not going to be too much difference when it comes to the zone run scheme because he's got to get up and go and get outside of people. So that way we can get to the outside with the running back. So it'll be interesting. But then again, like, is it coaching? Like, with the lack of instruction, is he thinking too much and then not slowing his feet down?
Yeah.
Because, I mean, I know his rookie season was a lot better. What, but he also almost always had tight end help on his side, at least for a
Yeah.
chip.
Yeah. Yeah. He
So,
did.
like, that's gonna slow down the fast rushers a lot of the time just for that little chip, and then that allows Glaze to catch up to him.
Right.
But the guy is strong as an ox, and he'll damn near knock anybody's block off if he gets to him.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I mean, these coaches are in their positions for a reason.
These coaches.
These coaches,
Yeah.
not the last ones, but it's I don't know. I'm just gonna leave it up to them. I have hope for this coaching staff. So
So
I think
so
it is.
so if Duncan had his choice, how would Duncan, like before the draft, before free agency, what would you do on the offensive line
Offensive line with the guys we have right now.
with the guys that we have right now? And then after once we get to the end, we can change it up. But as of right now, who would you start at what position?
As of right now, the position or the guys we have, I think you would have to go Glaze at right tackle, Rogers right guard, JPJ center, and Meredith left guard, and Miller left tackle. Grant, he had what 9 snaps during the regular season, so like huge question mark. But the guy's a really good athlete for an offensive tackle,
Mm-hmm.
and he does not stop driving his feet, at least on those 9 plays that we saw from him.
Mm-hmm.
So there is hope for Grant. So it would be an interesting option to move him to right tackle and Glaze to left guard. So those probably would be my two options: is JPJ center and Meredith left guard, or move Glaze to left guard and Grant to right tackle.
Okay. Okay. I would say Colt Miller. I'm going left and right. I would say Colt Miller. Um, I would say Colton Miller. Jordan Meredith. No, Jordan Meredith. JPJ. What's his name? Rogers. Caleb Rogers, and
Yep.
then Grant. That's what I would do because you have your athletic guys out there, and you have your strength guys out there too. I know Grant really doesn't have a lot of tape from last season, but looking at his feet, like the guys, he's athletic as hell, man. Like
Yeah.
the tape that you did watch against was it KC? He
Yep.
played I think he played the second half, and he had some good blocks versus Karloftis and Mike Dana. Like he was reach blocking them. He was doing a lot of good things. He did get beat a couple times, but again, that's
Yeah.
he when you look at him compared to other guys on the O line, he just looks so much smaller than them. Like his frame is just smaller, but he has like a power forward build, not a center build. And I feel like
Yeah.
if he had a good offseason, like with what's his name, Deuce Gruden and the nutritionist or whatever, like he could put some mass on.
Yeah. Also to add to when he got beat, he got beat usually because his pad height. A lot of the times, like he got tall, and then that's when he started getting beat. And then that's also when people were able to collapse the pocket on him in the run game,
Okay.
like really close down the lanes because he ended up getting pushed into the middle. Um, Defensively, now, or no, let's stick offense still. Receivers, another kind of weakness on our offense
Yeah.
because
I wouldn't
again,
say
we
it's a
don't really
weakness.
know what we have.
Yeah.
That's why it's a weakness. It's like we can't go into the season saying, "Oh, we're solid at receiver," because we don't know. We could have great receivers, and we have no idea.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, I wouldn't actually say they're great because they probably would have made their way to the field if they were. But I'm just trying to say that we don't actually know.
Right. I would say it's more of an unknown than a weakness. I like Trey Tucker. I feel like Trey Tucker could be he could produce. I feel like Trey Tucker could produce. I think Jack Besh is okay as like that big body guy. He's not as fast as I thought he was gonna be, like as quick as I thought he was gonna be. So yeah, but we mentioned this in the Discord. I feel like with you not knowing what you have, going out and getting like a Mike Evans is not gonna help a I mean, it'll help. What's the boy name? Thornton. It'll help him. Like he'll know what to do. He'll see it how it's supposed to be done at practice and like how to get off releases and all that stuff. But would it really help him develop without having a game? Because Mike Evans is gonna want to come in and catch at least 70 balls, right? Trey Tucker, like, what are you gonna give Trey Tucker at that point? And then Brock Bowers is still your main guy. And then are you gonna throw the ball to Ashton Genty out the backfield? Like it's only one ball. It can't go to everybody. So I feel like you got to go with what you have. Maybe draft somebody on day 2, maybe, and try to develop them. But
Yeah.
I like what we have, and being that we have Kubiak, I feel like he can get like squeeze every ounce of whatever it is out of the receiving core.
Yeah. You bringing up Kubiak, since we're talking about the receivers, his system demands a lot of blocking from the receivers.
Yeah,
And that is something as a receiver, Besh really, really does well.
yeah, he
And
thrives in that.
that's the biggest reason why he was drafted so high is because he's such a good blocker at that receiver position. So I think there's definitely going to be a more solidified role for Besh
Mm-hmm.
this year in Kubiak's system. Maybe playing more of that like Cooper Cup role that they did this year.
Mm-hmm.
And then as for Tucker, I can see them having him move around a lot in the offense pre-snap, moving
Yeah,
in different positions, kind of like similar how they did JSN.
yeah,
Because Tucker, I think a lot of people don't give him enough credit on his route running because the guy gets open and he's pretty smooth on his routes.
yeah,
I mean, yeah, the flashy thing is he's fast, but the guy doesn't get open just because he's fast.
He
And
knows
Thornton,
when to use his speed and when not to use his speed. Yeah.
right, yeah. Thank you. Thornton, he's the project of the group because tall, lanky, strightful receiver, fast. Like you take your eyes off of him, he can be gone and hurt you deep kind of guy. His route running is not there. I was a little disappointed in that because I thought he actually had a little bit better route running than he did. But again, that's another thing is like, is that coaching? Because it really seems like on plays where he really had to get to a certain spot and stop and catch the ball, like for first downs and stuff, it seemed like he didn't really know what to do. Like he'd drift in the routes. He went hard stop, turn around, get that ball. Like there's a play. I think it was the Chargers game. I don't remember the team we were playing, but there was a play where we're going for a first down. They had Thornton do the short comeback at the first down marker, and he wasn't there. And Geno Smith stared him down the whole time and still threw the ball, and it was a disaster of a play. So it's possible it was a lack of coaching with Thornton. Like he just simply didn't know what his job was. So hopefully that gets cleaned up and maybe he starts shining a little bit more like he did in the preseason and training camp and stuff, where we started hearing all the stories about him.
Yeah.
What's up, Jack? Nice to see you in here. And our boy, First Down Raiders from the Tuesday show that I host with them. Nice to see you in here.
What's going on?
Now, getting to the defensive side, again, big news was we're switching to a 3-4 as our base, which traditionally, since I've been alive, we've always ran a 4-3. I don't remember the Raiders ever running a 3-4 as the base.
I think we ran 3-4 with Mac and Bruce Irvin.
Did we?
It might have been a 4-3, like under or something though.
Okay. Yeah, I don't quite remember. I just know it's always, as far as I can remember, it was a 4-3.
Yeah.
That being said, our personnel, how much of it does it actually fit into the 3-4, do you think, that we have currently?
The current personnel, yeah, we need a lot. We need a lot. I feel like our defensive tackles, they fit as like the 5 technique defensive tackles, like those edge guys, I guess, not edge, but defensive ends. I meant,
like the guys lining up over the offensive tackles.
Yeah, those guys. Yeah, the D ends in the 3-4. We don't have that big body guy other than JJ Pegues, but we'll talk about that later. The linebackers, I'm not really a fan of our linebacking core. I know we got Tommy Eichenberg and a few people I've seen on Twitter and in the Discord saying that Tommy Eichenberg is going to do really good. I watched a couple of his film. He didn't look bad, right? But I don't want somebody that doesn't look bad. I want somebody that's going to go and it's going to splash. You know what I'm saying? It's going to go out, especially at the linebacker position. Last time we had a good offense, a good linebacker was when? Kirk Morrison?
Yeah, I think Kirk Morrison's the guy that jumps out for me.
Rolando McClain, maybe?
Really good. No, McClain was terrible for us.
You see what I'm saying? And you can't really name like that guy at linebacker that just controlled the defense. And I want somebody like that. I want somebody that's going to control the defense.
Yeah.
Navarro Bowman, he played with us for a while.
Yeah, hurt, 2 seasons, 3 seasons.
Yeah, but he wasn't really active.
No, he was coming to the end of his career. No, I have some hope for Eichenberg. I think he could play really well, but he's given me kind of Markel Lee vibes, where was kind of Markel Lee.
What was that?
He was a linebacker for us. Kind of similar.
55. Yeah, I remember.
Yeah. Similar situation to Eichenberg, where he dominated on special teams for us and just couldn't quite get to that starting role. He was
Hey, you
there.
pulled that name out the hat, boy. I ain't heard somebody saying him Lee in a minute.
Yeah. Embarrassingly enough, I have his jersey.
Oh yeah, that's very embarrassing. Yeah, I wouldn't tell nobody else.
Dude, I had hope for Markel Lee. But again, but the reason why I'm pulling out his name is for Eichenberg is like he might end up being kind of a similar story where great on special teams when he has the opportunities to play during the games, he looks okay. And then once he gets to that starting role, like, is he able to take it over? Where Markel Lee wasn't able to. He was just there.
Right.
Like, he never really killed us in defense, but he never helped. Like,
Right.
he was just there. He was just okay. And like you said, we don't want somebody who's not bad. We want somebody who's going to actually cause an effect in the game.
Facts, yeah. A positive effect, yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I want. And then at the edge spots, obviously we got Max. It's been a lot of talk about Max. I don't really like going into details about that, but I feel like Max is going to be on the team next year. That's just my gut feeling. So Max on one side, go ahead.
For this video, let's just say Max is a Raider, 2026 for sure, 100%.
Okay.
Like, his contract's there. He hasn't been traded yet. He's on the team. Max's role on the team now.
Yeah. I feel like he's gonna eat. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna do really good in his 3-4 because he has another athletic guy beside him that's gonna be able to rush the passer. Because what's his name? John Ulaulu and Tonkin Hemingway, those guys are pass rushers. So they're gonna be on like right on the inside of him, like either to his left or to his right, and over the tackle or the guard. And the stunts that you're gonna be able to do with those two guys is gonna create either a matchup with the DN or with Max. So somebody's gonna eat. I feel like our sack total is gonna go up a lot. Our sack total is gonna go up drastically.
Yeah, going to a 3-4 for Max is huge in the sense that he's not going to get double teamed a lot because now they're going to have to reach out to him with the tackle because they're not going to want to leave a tight end on him.
Right.
So it's pretty much going to be a timing game. Is can Max beat the tight end before the offensive tackle gets to him on just a base rush? And then if the offense guesses wrong on their blocking and Max stunts to the inside, well, now he's got open room to make a move on a guard and get to the quarterback even faster. So it's a very, very good system for Max when it comes to rushing. The other edge linebacker, I think could surprise a lot of fans is Snowden. I think the 3-4 system fits him a lot to be the guy with his stand-up edge rusher. And
he's very athletic.
He moves pretty well in space.
Yeah, he's an athletic guy. At 6'7", 6'6".
Is he that big?
Yeah,
I have no idea.
He's tall as crap. He's like 6'6", 6'7".
But he moves so well. Like, he's very fluid. I think moving to that 3-4 really helps him a lot. Yeah. And I would not be surprised if they go into the season not drafting another edge person and having Snowden be that other guy. Possibly re-signing Kuntz, because that also helps Kuntz too, because he's an undersized edge rusher.
I still think they draft the
guy. I would like to. I mean, I always want to put more offensive and defensive linemen into that roster and really shore up the trenches. But I wouldn't be surprised if they go into the season with Snowden and Kuntz again.
Yeah. Another guy that's going to help is Tyree. Tyree gets it's a not a double-edged sword, but it's like it's a hot topic when it's gonna come to Tyree, because if he gets traded, which I don't think he gets traded, but if he does get traded, it says a lot of what Rob Leonard thinks of him. Like if Rob Leonard goes to Kubiak and Spatek, like, I've been trying to get rid of this guy for however long since I didn't even want to draft this guy, and I've been working with him for 3 years now. He's not developing at all. Let's see what we can get for him. That's going to say a lot. I mean, we're not going to hear that part, but that's what, if they do trade him, that's what I'm going to automatically think. Like, Rob Leonard doesn't think this guy is worth anything, right? But if he stays on the team, if you don't hear any kind of trade rumors about him, then him being again on that defensive end spot, I feel like that's gonna benefit him too, because now he doesn't have to worry about setting the edge. He doesn't have to worry about going against a tackle. Now you got to worry about going against a less athletic guard, right? Against versus some teams, not all teams. And I feel like that's what he does best. Like he's gonna plug his spot in the run. He can probably win a little better. He's tall at 6'6", so he's gonna
utilize his bull rush a little bit more,
right, and his get in the pass lanes and stuff like that. So yeah, I feel like he's gonna do good.
I do agree. I think the 3-4 helps him a lot more too, being in that 5 technique.
Yeah.
I could see him possibly being the same side as Crosby too.
Yeah,
having them comboing.
That'd be
they showed it a little bit in this off season or this last season. They showed the 3-4 a little bit where they'd have Max line up, hand off the ground, and Tyree on the same side, and they tried doing a bunch of different combos that way. It was a little weird. I just think they weren't used to it yet.
Yeah.
So having a full off season actually dedicated into going into it, like it might look a lot different. DT Raiders 64. The 3-4 defense was a staple for the Raiders during their 1970 and 80 seasons. So throughout the 70s and 80s. Yeah, they had a lot of talented linebackers and edge guys during those times.
That's when I had was Matt Millen and all that?
Yeah, I think Millen, Howie Long, who is his opposite edge partner. Guy should be in the Hall of Fame. I can't remember his name right now, but no, they had a lot of greats, and that 3-4 system fit their personnel really well. Yeah. And it might fit the pieces that we have right now. I mean, now that we're talking about it, like I'm feeling a little bit more confident on it. The biggest thing for us, though, is that nose tackle position and linebackers. Yeah. We don't have linebacker depth at all. We don't have linebacker starters right now other than Eichenberg if you want to go into the season with him as the starter.
Yeah.
So, like, that big, tough take on double teams because he's pulling on the lineman, nose tackle, to free up our linebackers to do what they want to do.
Yeah.
And then a true kind of can do everything linebacker in that middle. I mean, we'll get into the linebackers more because I know this draft's loaded with linebacker talent. Nose tackle, to me, it seems like there's 2 like legit guys, and then I don't really know who else after those 2.
You talking about free agency?
I was talking kind of more of the draft. Free agency, okay. I don't know. I haven't actually looked that much into free agency ever since it was announced that we were going to a 3-4.
Okay.
But we can talk about that more. Safety-wise, definitely need a true free safety. Right now we have 2 strong safeties, and one of them is more of like a hybrid linebacker.
Yeah, I wouldn't. Yeah, he's a hybrid linebacker. He's a big nickel. That's what he is.
Yeah,
sub package linebacker. That's what I call him.
Yeah.
If you use, because you're talking about Jeremy Chin, right?
Yep, Chin.
If you use Jeremy Chin as that like how the Chargers use Derwin James, like that's his role. He don't need to be 15, 20 yards off the ball. He needs to be within 5 yards of the line of scrimmage at all times, causing havoc, run fits, playing the hook curl or the flats. Like he doesn't need to do anything other than that. He's 6'4", 225, 30 pounds. Like, come on.
Yeah. And he plays like it too. Like he plays big. He definitely causes fits in the run game too, because last year he was coming up and hitting people.
Yeah.
Polamalu, he is not a free safety. Unfortunately, the way our roster was last year, he got forced into that position. Played okay, but there were times where he was a detriment and the communication wasn't there with the corners, especially in that cover 3 garbage.
I hate
yeah. But no, Polamalu is a decent strong safety. So we got him for, I think, under contract for this year still, and then he's possible free agent if they don't re-sign him. Which I don't expect them to give him any contract until the offseason, depending on how he performs.
Yeah, he's not getting anything until next offseason if he deserves it.
Yeah. Cornerback, another position that we're drastically in need of help of, because I think right now we only have 3 guys signed, and it actually might be 2, because I think Caillou Blue Kelly is actually a restricted free agent. So we have all rights to his contract. So we have to choose to pick him up or not.
Now we got 3. We got Darian Porter, DCAM, and that Chigwong. He got got an African name. So
yeah. Okay, so yeah, we got 3. But that being said, those 3, you're not jumping for joy that those are our 3.
No,
Porter, I like a lot. I think Porter showed a lot of great things last year, and obviously showed he was a rookie too, because he made some rookie mistakes. But to me personally, it seemed like every game he started, he would start kind of slow, and as it went on, he was getting better and better and better. Where second half, it seemed like he was pretty much a lockdown.
Yeah.
So yeah, Porter, I have high hopes for Porter. And then Raider fans obviously want to talk about Stokes, seeing as he's a free agent. He's a cover 3 corner, flat out. Like, that's what he excels at, and that's all he excels at. Yeah. That being said, he played well for us last year, so I wouldn't be mad if we re-signed him. Yeah. I would be more disappointed if he was a top 2 corner for us.
Facts.
We need to get talent above him. Like, he should be the baseline. Like, if he's on our roster, we need to sign at least 2 more people that are better than him. Whether we draft 1 and get a free agent or get 2 free agents, whatever it is, I don't want him to be the primary or second starter.
Right. I agree.
Because he is a cover 3 corner, plain and simple.
Yeah. I agree with that 100%. I don't want to go into the season with Eric Stokes as your left or right corner, like a day 1 starter. He's for me, he would be the 3rd boundary corner that you have on your team. He would probably be the 4th corner in like total if you count the nickel back.
Yeah, and I like how you said boundary, because he cannot play nickel. He cannot play inside.
No,
he is not a good tackler, and he's too stiff for that inside.
He's not a good tackler, and he's not a willing tackler. He doesn't want to tackle.
Yeah,
which is cool, I guess, to some people. But I want my corners to play like Devin Witherspoon. Like that's the type of corners I want. You're versatile. You can because then Josh Jobe is another guy. I don't want to like just start talking about guys because we're gonna get into the free agency later. But those are the type of corners that I like. You know what I'm saying? That if the offensive coordinator feel like they're gonna pick on you that game and they're gonna run the ball, stretch plays and outside zone to your side, then you're gonna change his mind in the first quarter. We can't do that no more because he's gonna tackle.
Yeah. Now before we get on to our next thing, is there anything else on the defense that you want to put in or talk about? Special teams or special teams? Like, are we re-signing Carlson? Or are we looking at somebody else?
No, I feel like you gotta bring Carlson back because you know what he is. He's been with the team. He has rapport with the team. I just feel like unless you like draft somebody and have them compete with them, then you gotta bring him back. That's just my opinion. But I'm not like a real big kicker guy, so I really don't know.
Yeah, I personally would try to re-sign him and then maybe bring in some competition for him.
Yeah.
But I mean, the guy's been solid. The past 2 seasons have been a little bit more rough for him, but also we just had a season where our special teams coach got fired because of how bad the special teams overall was.
Right.
So like how much of that goes into Carlson's head when he's kicking?
Yeah.
So I don't know. I do know. I would sign Carlson back.
Yeah,
at least to a single year minimum, but he needs to come back for 2026.
Yeah. But it makes you think though, like they didn't re-sign him last year. Why did they not re-sign him this past offseason? Because kickers don't cost what $2-3 million a year.
Yeah. Well, it kind of depends on the tier of kicker you are. So like you can cost upwards of $6 million. but he's not going to demand that much because
No.
his inconsistencies. So he's probably going to be maybe 2.5, 3.5 mil.
Right. Yeah. So it just makes you think. But yeah, I would resign him.
Yeah.
It's another hole that you ain't got to worry about filling.
Yeah. Anything else on the defense or offense that you wanted to talk about?
Offensively, I feel like we need another running back. Definitely need another running back because and when I say this, I know Kubiak said it and it kind of went viral, but I was already thinking it. You don't want Genty to be your sole guy. This is not the 90s, right? This is not the
Yeah.
90s. This is 2026. You know what I'm saying? So he's still gonna be your primary guy, but during those late October, November months, you want somebody that's gonna take the load, take the hits from him. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you know what I'm saying he gets banged up, he like tweaks an ankle or something. Hope he don't, but you want somebody that's reliable that's gonna come in and you can depend on. Not
Yeah.
saying that Genty's not gonna again be the workhorse, be the main guy. He would still be the 60% guy. Then you just get two other guys that carries the 40%, whether that's Trey Tucker on speed sweeps or jet sweeps or whatever you want to call it, and then you get another guy in free agency and the draft. But you need another running back that you can depend on.
Yeah, I completely agree with that. And from the sounds of Kubiak, because at the end of what he was talking about when it came to spelling Genty is it's probably going to be more than one guy that's going to spell him. So they may have a few role players behind them.
And I agree with that 100%. That is great coaching. That's great team building. That's great coaching. I don't disagree with that at all.
Then another thing on the injury side of it is like, let's say Genty has to sit out a game or two or a few just for whatever freak accident, if it happens. Right. I don't want to speak it into existence, but we don't want our entire offense to fall apart because we were solely relying on Genty.
Facts. You don't want to have to rely on what's his name, Zamir White to come in for 2 games. He's not good, right? Like he's
or who's our special teamer running back?
Dylan Lawby.
Yeah, the guy who every time he touches the football from the running back position fumbles. So definitely need to get some help there.
Yeah.
Could easily be free agency because there's a lot of interesting names in that. Could be the draft because there's a few horses in this draft that may be late day 2 or day 3 picks.
Yeah, it's a lot. Yeah, you can get some good running backs on day 3. One more thing I'm gonna touch on before you move on is tight end. I know we got Brock and Michael Mayer.
I think we have 4 guys.
What
Carter Runyon and another. There's another guy.
There's another guy, but and again we're gonna talk. I'm foreshadowing here, but I mean I'm getting ahead of myself. But I feel like we need another utility type guy.
Yeah,
I don't think Michael Mayer can be that guy. Just my opinion. I just feel like you need another guy that's like super duper athletic that can be a tight end and a fullback type.
Yeah, I mean Bowers did that, but in college, but you don't want him as your star going into the backfield as a fullback type because that's just asking for him to get a concussion or something like that.
Right.
And we seen last year when he's not 100%, it's really big hit because he's that special of a talent.
Right. It messes up the whole team, not just the offense, but the whole team.
Yeah. And Mayer, I think, is a great tight end, but he's a traditional tight end. He's the guy who's true hybrid of that blocking tight end / can go out and catch, kind of like a Witten.
Right.
Not saying he's a Witten yet, just that's the kind of style he plays. So got draft stuff, or we could throw on our GM hats. Which would you prefer to talk or combine? Sorry.
Yeah, we talked combine.
All right. So is there any positions that you wanted to focus on first?
Let's look at the running back.
Running backs. Okay. So running backs, got all the different events. We got the 40-yard dash up and their times.
So
Mike Washington, holy cow.
You remember after the Senior Bowl, I told y'all when it was me, you, and Downs.
Yeah.
Who I said was my favorite guy at the Senior Bowl.
Mike Washington.
Mike Washington is he's a football player, man. He's fast, but he's a great. I ain't gonna say great running back. He's a really good running back. He's a really good running back.
He's a monster because
Yeah,
he's big too.
yeah.
And he's
If you
got
click
some
on
weight
it,
on him.
if you click on his name, it'll show you like his measurables.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. Yeah. So he's 6'1" running back, 223 pounds. So he's got some good size on him.
Yeah. And that's what you want. That's what you want spelling Genty. You don't want somebody that's on the smaller side. You want somebody that's like on the bigger and that has some explosiveness too. Right. So
Yeah.
you want somebody that's like 6'1", with 220 pounds on them.
Yeah. So it shows his whole. So he
Yeah.
did 40-yard dash, which comes with a 10-yard split, right? Because that's where they get that from, is that first 10 yards in the 40.
Correct.
Vertical jump and broad jump for your explosiveness. And that guy's a monster.
Yeah.
But
so that 1-5-10, that 1-5-10 yard split.
Yeah.
That is borderline elite. I ain't gonna say elite. That is like top tier as far as like your 10-yard split. That lets you know how explosive you are, right? And you can correlate that with the vertical jump. If you're getting close to a 40, your 10-yard split should be on the lower side. So, for example, running backs, you want them to be between skill players, you want that to be between 1.5 and 1.6. If you're getting over 1.6, that means you have really slow feet. If you sub 1.5, then that's when you're like elite. You know what I'm saying? You got like some of the best bursts out there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, yeah. Just
Okay.
something to think about.
I mean, Jeremiah Love is obviously the top running back prospect on this draft. He's really smooth runner, in my opinion. And he's
click on Love and let's see what his split is.
right.
Oh, that's crazy. I would expect that to be a little lower than that.
1.55.
But that's still good though. That's still really, really, really good.
Yeah. Well, he's more of a one-cut running back now.
Yeah.
So he would be a good running back for the zone run scheme.
Oh, 100%.
We're not looking at him. The guy's a first-round pick.
He's a top 10 pick, top 5 pick, to be honest.
Yeah. So if we're looking at the split, then we can look at it this way. So we got Jam Miller.
Top 1 then. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, your boy Mike Washington's up there in the elite category for this year's draft.
That guy right there, that hiking something, the guy from Navy,
Heidenreich.
He doesn't look that fast to me. I don't know how he ran it. He doesn't look that fast to me.
Let's
when I
click
watch
on
his
him.
tape,
Ran a 4.4.
He didn't look like 4.4 when I watched him play though. He looked more 4. I mean, again, this is like a 10th of a second, but he looks more 4.5, high 4.5s.
Okay. But, so you're saying he plays slower. Now, is that a product of the Navy offense? Do they still run that triple option stuff?
Yeah, they still do that.
So is that a product of that system?
I don't know. I don't know. When it comes to the 40, I don't really put too much weight into the 40. Like, you got to run good, obviously, but if you look slow on film and then you run fast at the 40, that just means you had a really good trainer, letting you know how to get out, how to hold your hands, like stuff like that. That just lets me know that.
Well, can that also let you know that he can be trained to be better, or no? Because that's just they're specifically doing training for that specific event,
right? So I put it in Discord too. You can learn how to cheat the start. So you can't roll into it because that guy that watches, he really watches it like a hawk. But once you can cheat it a little bit. You know what I'm saying? If you watch Brendan Thompson, he cheated his second time. If you watch him compared to everybody else, I'm not saying the guy's not fast. He's fast as hell. But if you watch his second run, he cheated he cheated the run. And I can't pull it up, but I'll show you what I was talking about. But that's what I mean. He cheated his run.
Heidenreich?
No, Brandon Thompson, the guy that ran the
Oh.
4.27 or something like that, 4.26.
Is he a
But
receiver?
he's a receiver, right? You go to the 40s.
Dash Brandon Thompson
4.26.
And then I gotta turn the volume off.
Okay, there you go. Is that the first one or the second one?
This is the first one,
okay.
I believe. Or no, this is his 4.26 run. So,
all right. So let me show you what I'm talking about.
Started over. Okay.
All right. Let's sit right there.
Pause.
No, keep going.
Okay.
All right, pause. Right there, stop. All right, so now he just put his hand up. It's up to that guy that's bent over right there. Oh, I can't remember his name, but it's up to that guy that's bent over with the gray shirt on. If he's gonna blow that whistle, because he has to hold that hand up for at least a count, like for at least a breath. He has to hold that hand up, and you can't lean, right? Because when you're running a 40, I feel like I'm talking in circles, but when you getting ready for the 40, you put your hand in the dirt, you pull that hand back, the other hand back, and you want to get as much momentum going as possible. Because when you stop and pause, then you're getting your real true time. But if you doing everything in one motion, you're getting that momentum built. I know it doesn't sound like a lot, but it really does cut a good 0.3, 0.4, and if you're really good, 0.5 seconds off.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's some interesting news that or information that I didn't know.
Yeah.
I'm not a runner. I'm a big fat guy. I've always hated running. So
I only know this because when I had to do it when I was in college, they told us all this stuff.
Okay. So was there running backs? Was there anything else that you wanted to see on the running backs? Like,
nah, I will say, like I said, Mike Washington, he looked good. When I watched the drills, Mike Washington looked smooth. Scroll down, it was somebody else that looked smooth. Jadarian Price looked smooth. Emmett Johnson did not look smooth to me. Robert Henry, that guy from Texas San Antonio, he didn't look like a NFL running back to me. Now he might go to a great system and he might ball out and make me look stupid, but in those drills, he looked like his feet were stuck in mud, in my opinion.
Okay, that's kind of surprising because I've been hearing Robert Henry's name a little bit, but
yeah,
I mean he did go to a small school, so
yeah, it could be coaching.
Yeah. Now let's go to, because us as Raider fans, we really want O linemen and D linemen and linebackers now that we're going to a 3-4. So
yeah.
I don't know if the O lineman stuff is up yet. Okay, they are. So you got offensive lineman Logan Jones flying with that 4.9.
Yeah, I like Logan Jones.
Yeah, that whole Iowa O line, the 4 guys that are coming into the draft, they're just solid across the board.
Janice Duncan looked like the best. My bad. Janice Duncan looked like the best O lineman out there, though. He just looks smooth. You can tell. Like my son played baseball, and you can just tell who has it and who doesn't. He looks like the guy that has it, and everybody else is just out there with him.
Yeah. And running a 5.18. I mean, the 40 time doesn't really matter.
Yeah, I don't really care about his 40.
Probably vertical.
Nah, that's
explosiveness.
No, go look and see who did a 3-cone and a short shuttle.
3-cone.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Fano. That guy can move. He definitely looks like a zone blocking tackle for sure. And he plays right tackle, so
yeah.
But he's also going to be top 10 pick probably.
Well, they saying he's going to drop now because he's small and he got short arms.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, maybe that's a name for us to look out for then. But also, that's
outside the first round though. That's what they just talking about. I hate when people like change all their narratives just because of the combine.
Okay. Kalen Rutledge, I know he's been a name that we've been talking about on the Discord. So on these 3-cone drills, what would you say is like a good time, great time, bad time?
Is that 3-cone or short shuttle?
This is 3-cone. 3-cone O lineman.
I would say 7.5-ish. 7.5-ish is good.
Okay.
7.5. I would say between 7.2 and 7.7 is what you're wanting to be in between. Once you get over that, that's when you don't really have that good feet. You know what I'm saying? For an O lineman.
Yeah.
And if you're sub 7.5, then you're probably under 290 pounds.
Cage Casey, that Boise State offensive tackle, blocked for Genty.
Yeah.
Is coming in with an 8-second 3-cone drill. That's not good for him.
No.
Sam Hecht, I know his name's been popping up a lot lately. He's 7.75.
Yeah.
Brian Parker was a guy I was high on early, like while the season was still going on. He's out of Duke. He ran a 7.66.
Yeah, you're gonna see the centers and stuff. The centers and the really, really athletic tackles, they're gonna hit that 7.5 and low. Your big 6'8" tackles probably not gonna hit that.
Okay. And then the shuttle time. Rutledge got the best one on that. Dunker came up at a 4.63.
Right. So for this right here, you want to see between 4.4 and 4.9. Once you hit that 5, then again, you're showing your athletic ability.
Yeah. Well, out of the guys that ran it, Huron's the only one that got sub 5, and it's barely worse than a 5.
Okay.
A 5.09. But seems like mostly interior O linemen ran it.
Yeah, and that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. Because those are the guys who normally pulling and stuff like that. So they got to have really, really good feet.
Yeah. Well, I feel like in an outside zone running scheme, you got to have those good feet too, because you got to get outside of your defensive ends and your edge rushers, because you really got to set that edge.
So like go down Parker Brailsford, the guy from Alabama. Parker, go up a little, right at the top.
Oh, right here.
Yep. Like click on his name. I think he's like 285, 290. He should have been faster than that.
Yeah, he's
290. Like
he's small.
You should be way faster than that. He should have been at the top of everything when it comes to the footwork drills.
And Sam Hecht is 300. He's 6'4". Then who's Logan Jones, Iowa?
I like Logan Jones.
He's another 300, 6'3".
I feel like that's a perfect build for a center in a zone scheme. 6'3", 300 pounds. Probably add on probably like 7 more pounds.
Yeah. So Hecht's in that same range. He's just 1 inch taller. Is there any other centers that you'd be interested in?
Nah, I like Logan Jones. I like Sam Hecht. Another guy that I like is Matt Gorbin. I don't think he was there today. He played for Michigan State. Michigan or Michigan State. He was at center. He's pretty solid.
Okay. But yeah, Dunker was the guy that you said looked the smoothest out of everybody.
Yeah, he just looks different.
And he was at the Senior Bowl too, right?
Yep. Dominant. He looked different there too.
Yeah. 6'5", 320, 33.5-inch arms. For offensive tackles, what's a good arm length?
Oh, 33, right? Yeah.
His was 33.5, yeah.
Yeah. So I think 33 is like that baseline that you want to hit. You get below that and you got to have like super duper great feet. Like him. He's under 33, so his footwork has to be impeccable. He got real small hands too. A lot of people don't look at the hand size for the offensive lineman and defensive lineman, but you want to have really big hands so you can grab.
Okay. Let's move on to the defensive tackles. So we're still on the shuttles. Caleb Proctor, Southeastern Louisiana, small school. Been hearing his name pop up a bit.
Yeah, I heard
Sneaky
that.
day 3 guy that may come out of nowhere.
Yeah.
290, so smaller size, so he'd probably be more of a 5 technique guy,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Too light in the pants for a nose tackle.
Unless he's just strong as hell.
Yeah. And also he could bulk up because he is at a small school, so it's possible that he wasn't able to bulk up as much as he needed to.
Right.
So I mean that diet stuff all goes to a completely different level once they get to the NFL.
Yeah. So my guy is Grayson Houghton right there, Oklahoma.
Yep.
I know he went to Oklahoma, so this is gonna be kind of weird that I'm comparing him to Jerry McCoy, but he reminds me of Jerry McCoy.
Really? That's
This
high
dude,
praise.
it is. But if you watch his tape, like this dude is really good. He is really good. He has the potential to be, especially in a 3-4 on the opposite, not the opposite side, but like right beside Max. I feel like he's a better version of Jonah Lualu. And I think he went to Oklahoma too, didn't he?
Jonah?
I think he did.
I think he did, yeah.
Yeah. So I feel like he's a better version of Jonah Lualu.
Okay. So I mean, yeah, that's an interesting name. Do you happen to know where it's looking
Projected to
like he's
go.
going? Yeah.
I don't know. I was seeing day 3, and then now everybody's talking about him, so they're saying day 2. So I mean, I don't know.
Maybe a late 3rd round pick.
Yeah. Nick Barrett right there from South Carolina. He's a pretty big guy. I watched his tape at South Carolina a little bit, like during the season. I didn't watch any after. He looks like he's a big guy, like a lighter, a cheaper version of Lee Hunter. That's what he puts you in the mind of.
Okay. I mean, it's a decent bit lighter than Lee Hunter, right? Because isn't Hunter coming in at like 330?
I think so. I can't remember off the top of my head, but that's who he reminds me of when I watch him play live. Like just a cheaper version of Lee Hunter. Not so football savvy version, I should say.
3-cone. I know some choose to do the 3-cone and not the other, and vice versa.
That's crazy. Devin Eastern is he from Minnesota? Is it Minnesota? Yeah, Minnesota. Yeah. He's a big guy, 6'6". I thought it was 6'6". I thought it was 6'6", 330. But I watched his tape and he flashed a little bit.
Yeah, he only did the vertical, broad, and 3-cone.
Yeah.
And these guys don't need to run the 40.
They really don't. Because all the guys that are listed as D tackles are like true D tackles. They're not like
Caleb Banks. Yeah. No. This is for the broad jump. He jumped 9 feet 6 inches and a 32-inch vertical.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. 6'6", 327, 35-inch arms. This guy is huge. Now, with him being 330, that could put him at the nose tackle range, but also with him being that big and with such long arms, he could also possibly play that 5 technique, right?
Yep.
So that kind of allows him to do different things and move him around, which sometimes defenses like that. Instead of having a set position, being able to move them in different packages and different calls.
Yeah. Oh, and another guy that I was high on during the season is Zane Durant. He's similar to that Grayson Holton build. Oh, he's lighter. I thought he was around that 300 range, but he reminds me of what's the guy from Cincinnati? He was real good.
He's in the NFL now, or
no? He used to be in Cincinnati. He was dominant, but I can't think of his name. But that's who he reminds me of. The dude that was in Cincinnati. I can't think of his name. He's just an athletic. He's an athletic guy.
Okay.
He's super athletic. Yeah.
Yeah.
Go
Our
to the linebackers.
linebackers. Any specific drill?
Uh, go to the short shuttle.
Shuttle.
Yeah, my guy. I knew it. I'm trying to tell you, man. Jack Kelly is a monster, man.
Yeah. I think just because this linebacker class is so stacked, it's hard to talk about everybody.
And then he's 6'2", 240. Like that's a great build for a 3-4.
Yeah.
Even a 3-4 like inside Mike backer. That's still a good side. That's what you want. But I will use him as an edge. I will use him on the edge. I
Yeah.
will use
He
him as a pass rusher.
got some quickness to him. 7-1-2 3-cone drill. Got a 10-foot 5-inch broad jump, 37-inch vertical.
That's stupid.
Yeah. And Jacob Rodriguez, everybody's favorite right now.
Yeah.
6'1", 231. 38.5-inch vert. 10-1 broad. 6'9" cone drill. He can fly.
Yeah. He's getting that split was pretty good too. Everybody
Yeah.
likes Sonny Styles. Jake Golday is our guy.
Yeah. Golday is one that we consistently go back to talking up.
Yeah, 6'5", 240. It's a great size.
Yeah. I think he would definitely fit as that outside linebacker really well. As a guy who can rush, he can cover. Like he does, he's kind of a jack of all trades guy.
Yeah.
Where he can do everything. So he can consistently be on the field and he's not going to be a liability.
Right. But see, the thing is with the thing with defense, man, is you want everybody to be on the same page. You want some superstars, but you don't want weak links on your defense. Like that's really the big thing about building a good defense is having as limit as small amount as weak links as you possibly can. And right now the Raiders had one at corner, at safety, at linebacker. We had it at D tackle. So we had weak links at every level of the defense.
Yeah.
So you can get away with maybe one or two, like you can hide them, but you can't have it at every position.
Yeah. It just becomes too easy for teams to pick apart your defense when you have holes everywhere. I'm going to hit up the chat real quick because while I was looking at that other page, it built up. Got I'm not Buendoza. What is up? Jason Down saying Heck played well at the Senior Bowl. Yes, he did.
Yeah.
Heck seems to be getting more and more traction for Raider fans. I think a lot of Raider fans are starting to realize JPJ may end up being that guard. I'm fine with him playing either one. I just want somebody decent behind him because you can't rely on his health. And Jason and Bueno going back and forth in the chat. I'm going to leave it there. But getting back to these linebackers, I mean, Sonny Styles, you got to give him his flowers for this whole combine because
he stole the show.
Gosh dang, dude. Like, what a freak athlete. 6'5", 244, ran a 4.46 with a 1.56 split. And, like, I think his vertical jump was even more impressive. That guy got air for such a huge dude.
Yeah.
Like, that is insane.
But you can tell he's a DB that turned into a linebacker.
Yeah.
You can his numbers are DB numbers, but at 6'5", 240 to keep that athleticism is crazy.
Yeah. Well, and then he also has a brother who plays safety, which I just found out about this week.
Yeah.
Projected to probably be a 7th-round pick, maybe even a UDFA, but his brother tested really well at the combine too. So it's just a freak athlete family.
Yeah, I thought his brother went back to school. I didn't know he came out.
Yeah. No, but Sonny Styles is absolutely ridiculous in his performance. Torian York, he was another guy that you liked, right? At linebacker.
Yeah. Yeah, he was okay. He didn't really look good in the drills though.
He only did 3. He had 25 reps on the bench, which is pretty good for linebackers.
Yeah, it's really he got short arms though.
Oh,
That's what
yeah.
it is. When
Not a lot of oxygen.
I say drills, I mean like the on-field drills, not the time stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so like them doing position drills. That's what I was talking about.
Yeah. Kyle Lewis.
He looked like a safety with the linebackers when I was watching him.
Did he? He's just flying.
Yeah, he just looked like a different athlete compared to everybody else.
Yeah, and he's only 6 foot 220, so definitely a little bit smaller. But I mean, that's not always bad in today's NFL because today's NFL, the linebackers have to fly around.
Yeah,
it's not like the old school. You need to have big linebackers to really take on those offensive linemen and shed those blocks.
Right.
They got to be able to do a little of everything nowadays.
Yeah.
Any other position groups?
Nah, because really the linebackers had the edge guys too. You can go to D ends, but I don't think it's really gonna matter much. Wow, Trey Moore the only one that did it, should have. See, a lot of people didn't even do this stuff.
Yeah, that's interesting. Arbel Reese. Yeah, he had a great performance too.
Yeah.
6'4", 240. Oh, he only did the 40-yard dash.
Yeah, he didn't do nothing else.
Yeah, that's interesting.
I think I saw him doing the position drills, but he didn't do anything else. So the two guys that's on the screen at the bottom, DDS and Jayshon Barham, I like those two guys.
Okay. Barham, 6'3.5", 240.
And when I say I like him as is this the defensive ends?
Yeah.
I like him as like an outside linebacker in the 3-4.
Okay.
Because he played, I think he's a 3-year starter at Michigan, and he played some middle linebacker, and he played some rush in last year. Like they moved him to rush in. So that's what I was saying about Jack Kelly. Jack Kelly played off-ball linebacker, so he knows how to move in space. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's what you want for you. And he can rush. He's really good at rushing a passer. Jack Kelly is. He's damn good at rushing a passer. And that's what you want in the edge guy. Somebody that can rush the passer and is not a liability when you tell them to drop to the flats or drop to the curl.
Yeah. Also, DDS was the guy you mentioned too. 6'6", 256 pounds, 33.5-inch arms.
Stupid athlete.
Yeah.
Stupid athlete.
Just barely shy of a 11-foot broad jump.
Yeah.
Barely shy of a 40-inch vert.
Like that's another guy who you would want he didn't really drop in space though at Penn State.
No. Penn State runs more of a 4-3, don't they?
Yeah. He was just a pure, I think he played some D tackle and some D end.
Yeah. Well, with his size in college, he can go inside.
Yeah. And I seen a lot of people talking about this George Gums guy. I watched his tape and he didn't really stand out. He looks good in shorts, but as a football player, he didn't really look good.
Yeah, well, it's also kind of hard to stand out when you have Sapp and Banks.
Yeah, but Tyreek Sapp didn't look good either. I'm not really a fan of Tyreek Sapp.
Yeah, he's been consistently falling in mock drafts.
Okay, it makes sense because
I think he's in the 5th round now,
and he's he's been there for like 6 years. I feel like he's been there since like COVID.
Yeah, that's crazy. Kind of surprising he's not. Was it his uncle is or is it his dad is Warren Sapp?
I think it's his uncle.
Okay, it's kind of crazy that he didn't go to Colorado with him.
Yeah. I think because I'm a Miami fan, so I think the only reason why his name stuck out is because he was supposed to go to Miami, and then he ended up choosing Florida, which is like a big no-no.
Yeah. Iowa guy, 6'6", 258, 32 and a quarter inch arms.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what it is, but the Iowa guys always seem like they stick around on teams because they're properly coached.
Right. Yeah. So I watched Llewellyn at the Senior Bowl. He looked pretty good at the Senior Bowl too.
Okay.
He just looked solid. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, coached very well, knew what to do, knew how to do it, knew when to do it.
Definitely could be a special teams and a depth guy.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll get out of this combine stuff and we'll put on our
Okay.
GM hats.
All
So
right.
we got this website called Stick to the Model. It allows you to take over a team and kind of simulate the whole offseason as far as it goes with your roster. So, first part here, we got our cap management. So, this is where we're going to be making our roster cuts. I think it's safe to say Geno Smith will get cut. It's not impossible he gets traded, but very, very unlikely because it seems like when it comes to quarterbacks, teams would rather see a guy get cut and then they'll pick him up for cheaper. So that way the team that cut him still has to pay him.
Yeah. I'm gonna say this before you start talking about. I wouldn't be surprised if I'm just gonna throw this out there. I wouldn't be surprised if the Minnesota Vikings trade for Geno Smith and they do like a pick swap. Like we give them a 6th round and they give us a 7th round pick. Or we gotta eat some of his money or something like that, just so they can have a starter.
Okay.
Just throwing it out there, but pretty sure he's gonna get cut.
That would be, I mean, personally for me, that would be ideal. I'm okay with pick swapping for a later pick just to get Geno off our roster.
Yeah.
I mean, that frees up more money for us to spend. That would be great. I still think it'd be more likely Geno gets cut because I know there's also a lot of talk about Derek Carr coming out of retirement and ending up getting traded to the Vikings.
Mm.
So
I
it's really
think good. It's really what the Vikings want at this point.
Yeah, and then there's also the possibility of Kirk Cousins also.
Yeah,
because he had his best football with the Vikings jersey on with their current head coach, and he already has thrown to Jefferson. So I think that's also a possibility. But
they have a new GM. Who do you know? Because they fired Quessy.
I do not know. I don't know who their GM is.
So yeah, okay.
Jason came in and asked, "Have we covered edge rushers yet?" We will again. We were just kind of going over a little bit of the combine numbers. I mean, personally, me, I'm not a huge combine guy because those numbers are nice and all, but ultimately, what matters is the game film.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's nice to know somebody's a little bit more athletic than what you thought, but I don't think it has a huge factor. The combine, the biggest thing is the interviews that they do that we don't get any information on. But yeah, we'll be going over the edge rushers again once we get to it. So you safe with just cutting Geno, or do you want to do a trade?
Yeah.
Okay. So we're just gonna cut him. Saves us $8 million. And then personally, me, I would cut Kappa.
You gotta cut Kappa.
Saves us $5 million.
It'll be funny if they don't cut Cap in real life. That's gonna be hilarious.
Yeah. Like I understand keeping Kappa just because of our whole guard situation. Because realistically, right now we go into the season with our current roster. We're gonna have Meredith and JPJ that can play center. Kappa can play center now too, which he actually looked better at center than he did guard, which kind of amazing. But Rogers, I feel like he earned enough to at least challenge for that right guard spot. Who he basically challenges or fights for it against in the offseason, we don't know yet, but it could be Kappa.
What's your thoughts on Adam Butler?
Adam Butler?
Yeah.
He's a good veteran presence. He's kind of a locker room leader. But that was also during
AP.
Yeah, AP's year. Because Adam Butler was mostly quiet this year. I know he had a few interviews in the locker rooms after games, but it wasn't very much, and it was more of him just being upset at the offense than anything else.
Yeah, I feel like he'll do good in the 3-4, like in that 3-4 scheme, because he needs. I feel like at that 5 tech defensive end spot in the 3-4. I think that's where he needs to be. So it wouldn't
Yeah,
shock me if they try to get rid of him, but I feel like he'll do good in this scheme. I don't think they will get rid of him just because you say he's a locker room guy, vet presence. You can't get rid of certain guys, and he's one of the guys you can't get rid of. But he needs to be beside somebody that's gonna that's gonna control two guys or demand eyes. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
To free him up.
He did take on a decent amount of double teams this year, and
Yeah, a lot.
he was ineffective the whole season. That being said, if they don't go after somebody who can be that true nose tackle, I think it ends up being a mix of guys that plays it, and I think Adam Butler is one of the two. That would be the primary guys that rotate there. I think he's a little bit undersized for it, but this app doesn't give you any information on the players specifically. But definitely, we're keeping Butler.
Okay.
I don't see the team cutting him.
Yeah, I don't either.
Were there any other names that come to mind that you think is a cut or worth talking about?
No, not really. The rest of the guys are depth / camp body guys, so you can't cut everybody.
Yeah. Yeah. So we'll go on to the next stage. This is the trade side, so it generates some trades for us. So like for our team, usually on this app, Michael Mayer and Trey Tucker are like the two hot names that they'll generate trade options for, and then they'll also offer some players to us for picks. And it's just kind of interesting to see what pops up.
Yeah, I'm not trading Trey Tucker or Michael Mayer.
Yeah. Only way I'm trading Mayer is if we get a really good pick for him.
Right. Unless it's like something crazy, I'm not trading.
But I'm definitely not trading Mayer for a pick outside the top 100. I don't even know if I'd do a trade for him for a pick outside of like the top 75.
Yeah. No, I wouldn't either.
So definitely dismissing that. Trey Tucker, Seattle wants him for a 96.
No.
I agree. Mayer outside the 100, nope. Mm-hmm. Trey Tucker for the 113 and the 154. I don't think so.
That's the 4th and the 5th. No.
Yeah. I think maybe for a 3rd and a 5th, I would think about it.
What's that?
That's
the 3rd. That's the back end of the 3rd.
Yeah. So no.
No.
I think Trey Tucker is one where we have to keep on our roster anyways, because right now he's our clear number 1 receiver.
Yeah.
Kansas City's trying to give us a tight end. Automatic no. Because Noah Gray doesn't fill that utility role that you talked about earlier.
No, he don't.
Kayshon Boutte for the 102 and the 117.
That's a 4th and 2 4s. No.
Nope. And then DJ Turner for a 3rd round pick.
I think he's a free agent.
Is he?
I think so. That's the corner, right? Yeah.
Yeah, cornerback.
I think he's a free agent.
Well, then we are not doing that. Is there any trades that you would want to see?
Nah, I'll run it like how it is, unless you want to trade somebody.
Okay. No, we're good. I don't personally, I don't want to give up capital, and I don't know if I would trade away 4 picks simply because I don't know who really is worth a trade. Like what team is going to go jumping up what players on our roster? I mean, like Tyree would be the interesting name just because trading for him, you get to see if he's pans out on your team, on your roster, and if not, then you get a chance at a draft pick if he gets signed with another team.
Yeah, that's really the only guy. That's really the only guy that you could sacrifice.
I mean, Mayer would be the other guy, but I don't think we do because I think we're going to be playing a lot of 2 and 3 tight end formations.
Yeah.
Restricted free agent tenders. Personally, I'm keeping both of these guys.
Yep.
Meredith just needs to move back to guard because he's a solid guard. He's undersized, but he does his job well. At least as a backup.
Yeah, he's good backup. Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's a very good backup. And if, like, let's say JPJ is that left guard, Meredith being his backup at left guard, I think we're solid there.
Yeah.
And Thomas Booker, he did okay. I mean, he did okay. There's not much else to say. Like, he showed some glimpses of being decent, but he's never really going to be more than a role player, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree.
And going to that 3-4 system, you got 3 defensive tackles, so I think we want to keep them as depth. So I personally, I'm keeping both the tenders.
Yeah, you keep both of them.
Okay. So now it's going to show us our free agents. So we got Malcolm Kuntz. I'm just going to name them off first, and then we can go back and see which ones we want to keep. Eric Stokes, Devin White, Kenny Pickett, Tristan McCollum on exclusive rights, Caillou Blue Kelly, exclusive rights, Noden, exclusive rights, Darnay Holmes, Stone Forsyth, Dylan Parham, Tyler Lockett, John Radigan, Alex Backman, Will Putnam, another exclusive rights, Jacob Bobenmoyer, Terrell Edmonds, Carlson, Lonnie Johnson Jr., Ian Thomas, Jamal Adams, Zamir White, Landon Roberts, and Raheem Mostert. So let's go to the exclusive rights first. So Will Putnam, center, I'm not keeping him.
So when it comes to the exclusive rights, you can. That means the guy's only been in the league for I think less than 3 years, and you can sign him for like vet minimum, not vet minimum,
league minimum,
which is I don't know what it is. I think on here is what $1 million. So anybody that's exclusive right is going to be $1 million. In my opinion, I would retain every single one of them and use the ones that I know I'm going to cut just as a camp body. And then if I like another person at that position and I'm able to sign them, then I'll just cut them. That'll be my guy that I'm going to cut. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. So exclusive rights, retain them.
Yeah, just because it's only $1 million.
Okay.
And I'm doing it
and it's not even a guaranteed million.
Right.
So Charles Snowden,
not even hurting
Caillou Blue Kelly, Tristan McCollum. So those were our 4 guys. All right. So now Malcolm Kuntz. He's 28 years old, and this is showing he's going to have a 13 to 20 million price tag on him per year.
I would resign. I don't know what this thing's going to say. And before you click on it, don't click on it.
No, we can resign. It'll pop up another window.
Okay. But see, 15. Would you do that for 15 million?
I would not.
Right. Yeah, I wouldn't do that for 15 million.
Me personally, I'm looking at the 10 to 12 range.
Right.
Which this app isn't going to allow it. And I would give him a 2-year max, like on years.
Right. Yeah.
But like offer rejected.
I can't see giving Malcolm Kuntz $15 million.
No, not after last year's performance.
Yeah. But like you said at the beginning of the show, I do think he'll do really good in the 3-4 scheme. I feel like he'll do really good. And I don't think he's gonna demand, okay, give me 15 million. You know what I'm saying?
I think he is going to be around that 10 million range.
Yeah.
Especially after his performance last year. That being said, he's going to be shortchanged a little bit because of performance. But as far as the team side of it goes, that's a great deal for us because the second year after his
ACL
surgery is really when players really come back to full strength.
Yeah.
So, I mean, Kuntz could argue that he deserves more because it is his second year after the surgery. But I don't see him getting over 13 mil at all. We could force it, or we could just trust the app. What do you want to do?
I'll force it. Force it.
Force it.
Yeah. You can force it.
Yeah, so I can make offer and then I could force the 11-4.
Yeah. Got his
Okay.
family hostage. You're gonna take this for me.
Yeah. So Eric Stokes. I know the hot topic when it comes to you and me when it comes to our cornerbacks.
What's a good see now I'm at 82 mil. I'm at 82 million. I really don't have any experience at corner. Like real
Yeah.
good experience at corner. So you would have to get free agents. I mean you can bring them back.
We
But
could
again,
also
I would still go in thinking, okay, I really need to hit a free agency.
yeah. I mean, we could look at the market too. So we can go to cornerbacks. So then it breaks down our guys will be at the top, and then it'll show like kind of the top guys to the not so good guys.
Okay.
So cornerback, we got Eric Stokes and Darnay Holmes that we could try to re-sign, and then
I don't
here's
like
our
Holmes.
yeah Holmes can walk. But you got like Flott, Tariq Woolen, Greg Newsome, Melifonwu, Joshua Williams, Jaquan McMillan, who is
I like McMillan.
So I think I don't know what the ROFR stands for, but I believe that's the one where we can offer them, but the Broncos get the opportunity to offer the same deal to them, and
So
then
they
the
have
player gets to choose if they
right of first refusal. I think that's what they mean.
Yeah.
Like the what's the guy that with the Patriots? Christian Ellis from last year.
Yeah.
Like that situation. Yeah.
Brown, Jamel Dean, Josh Jobe. I know you brought up Jobe.
Yeah, I like Josh Jobe.
So that's a guy we can make an offer on. So they're saying
12 mil, like that's perfect.
Yeah.
And then how old is he?
28.
I'll give him 3 years, 12.
3 years.
It's really just that first 2 years. And then that last one is gonna be a team option, I guess.
Okay, so he accepted it. So now we got a corner.
I would go linebacker.
Okay.
Not resigning any of our guys.
No, they can all walk.
Yeah, they
Devin Bush is the big guy, the big name. Okay. Bobby Wagner. I mean, if you want to talk about veteran presence,
yeah, that's
he's 36.
Elite veteran presence right there. But no, I'm not. I'm going youth. I'm going nobody over the age of 28, and that's 28 is pushing it.
Yeah. So Devin Lloyd. I know you like Devin Lloyd. He is 28.
I like Devin Lloyd. That would be my primary signing, but only at a certain price. Because I feel like what's name Spot is going to be the same way. I feel like a more affordable and a guy that's going to fit the scheme as well is Leo Chenal. Yeah,
right here. He's 26. They actually think he is going to demand more than Lloyd.
Really?
On this app, yeah. So this one's saying Lloyd is going to be in the 8.2 to 14.4 million range.
Oh.
They're saying, so if I click on it, they're saying the market price for him would be 10.6.
I don't think that's right. I think I seen somewhere in the Jaguars saying he was going to get close to like 18.
Yeah. So Leo Chenal, they're saying his market price is 11. But he's 26. He's already running in a scheme similar to what we're trying to go to. Would he make that move to the Raiders from the Chiefs?
Yeah, I don't think he has any like loyalty to them.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think so. But
how many years are you looking for him? Because he's 26, so we can easily do 3 to 4.
Right.
Get him till he's 30.
Do you agree with that though? Like, do you think they go to a guy like what's the guy, N'Kobe Dean, since he has some familiarity with the linebackers coach?
So to me, Dean makes sense because he does have relations with a coach.
Mm.
But the Eagles do run a 4-3 system. So does Dean fit into a 3-4?
Right.
Is the question.
See,
You're more the defensive guy, so like I would ask you
I
on
would
that.
say Leo Chenal, because he's 6'3", 250, almost 260. So he's a big guy. And in
Okay.
Wisconsin, he's from Wisconsin. Like that's where he played college ball at. He rushed off the edge. I like guys that can rush off the edge too. He rushed off the edge at Wisconsin, and he played linebacker at Wisconsin. With the Chiefs, he did the same thing. He rushed off the edge, and he played off ball linebacker whenever they would bring in 3 linebackers. Him, Drew Tranquil, and Nick, the Nick boy, I can't think his name. So I would go Leo Chenal.
Okay. So Leo Chenal, how
Because
many
again,
years?
I don't want to keep talking about. I'm a real big Leo Chenal fan. He produced in not Jim Schwartz, in the Steve Spagnuolo system, and he got on the field and did good. You know what I'm saying? So that says
Yeah.
a lot to me.
Yeah. And he's he's got a Super Bowl experience too.
Right.
And that's something that could bring a lot of value to our team. Especially in that 3-4 system. It's a new system for most of our team. Bringing in a guy who already can play that outside linebacker / edge role that we don't have. Like, I think that's a high value for us, and it's a drastic need. So you're making all the right points. And he's youthful. He's 26, so that's another bonus. And this is shown around the 11 million a year range. We could try cheaper, but do you think 11 sounds about right for him?
I feel like 11 is a good number.
And how many years? Like me personally, if I always try to make the contracts out till they're 30.
Yeah.
Because that seems
I
to
would
be
say 4. Yeah.
that seems to be a common fall off. So if he's still producing at a high level by the time he hits 30, then that's where we can give him a contract. Or even if he's producing decently and we don't really have anybody behind him to take his spot over after he leaves, like we can offer him a cheaper deal if he'll accept it.
Yeah.
But 11 mil for 4 years, he takes it. So we have an outside linebacker. Definitely thinking Max is playing that other edge role, so that position's kind of filled. And then we have Snowden as depth. Would you want to try to go for another like unknown guy that you might know?
Christian with the Texans. Christian Harris.
Let's do this. ARRIS.
Yeah, there you go.
So it's 25.
So he went to school at Alabama. He was really good at Alabama. He's been under the Nico Ryans. I think Matt Burt runs the same system that we're gonna be running next year. It was just 3-4, 3-4, 4 cover 4 scheme. Right. So he has experience in the scheme. Hopefully that's what Rob Leonard runs. So I feel like that'll be a good signing at around 8 mil, maybe 9 mil over 3 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is the same market price at 8.6. He's 25. So he probably wouldn't take anything that's longer than 3 years because if he does end up getting a starting role, like his next contract's going to be a lot bigger.
Right.
So that makes a lot of sense.
I think when he turns 27, he's gonna be up for another, like an extension, or do whatever you're gonna do with me.
Yeah. D line, or do we want to go middle linebacker now?
No, I feel like Christian Harrison go line. That's your off ball linebacker. Him
Okay.
and Leo Chenal can play off ball linebacker too.
Okay.
He
So
has some
they're
versatility. Yeah.
that's good. So then they can also play back there in the nickel defense also.
Right.
Okay. And then we got Eichenberg, Lindenberg, and there's an outside linebacker on our roster. I can't remember his name right now. So we got about 5 linebackers plus Max as the edge and Snowden as an edge.
Yeah.
So
D line. I like Logan Hall.
Yeah.
Has ties with Spatek. I think Spatek was there when he was drafted.
Okay.
Good guy as a he's I think he's 6'6", 6'5", 6'6", somewhere around there. Has some starter experience, has some good pass rush moves, good run stopping ability. I feel like he's a good guy to have as like a depth piece. So now we're getting into our, well, not technically, but these are our depth guys. Somebody that's gonna come in for under like 7 mil, maybe closer to 5 mil, maybe. Just depends on what his market demands.
Now, can Logan Hall play the nose tackle position, or is he more of that 5 technique guy?
I don't think he can play nose.
So my problem with signing a Logan Hall is because we pretty much already have those guys that are going to be playing that 5 technique.
Okay.
Like, we really need that nose tackle because we don't have a guy that can truly play that nose tackle spot consistently. So with that in mind, is there another guy that you'd be looking at?
I know it's a lot of people talking about Andrew Billings. He's like the perfect nose tackle. He's like 6'2", 335 pounds.
Okay. He's 31, but that doesn't
on the older
necessarily
side.
matter as much on that D line. Because usually those guys can play well past 33, 34.
Yeah. Yeah, because look at what's his name, Jonathan Hankins. He played until he was like 35, and I think he's still playing.
Oh, Calais Campbell's 40. He's still playing.
Yeah. I think Tim Settle can play in those.
Settle. Did I
He
pass
was with
him?
the Texans too. I'm trying to think.
He's 29, which is fine. They can be older because Spytech is willing to sign older guys for short contracts.
I don't really know many. Greg Gaines, maybe with the Bucks. He was with the Bucks.
Greg Gaines.
I think he played. I think he played beside. Well, the Bucks had Vita Vea, so he was really their nose tackle. But Greg Gaines was strong as hell too.
Okay.
I don't know. You know any guys?
I do not, because my guys were mainly for the 4-3. Like, I was big on Logan Hall.
Yeah, I like Logan Hall.
But we don't really need a Logan Hall right now because we have a bunch of young guys that we still need to figure out if they're going to be role players or long-term guys for us.
Yeah.
But Billings, I think, is a safe option. He's got a lot of experience.
And the our D line coach used to be with the Bears, right?
Maybe.
I think so.
Okay. So
that makes sense.
Billings, 1 or 2 years.
Yeah, you get him too.
5 mil.
Yeah.
Okay. So we have a veteran nose tackle.
Okay.
So we got that box checked for now. Can go edge rushers.
Okay, so this is where it gets fun. Again, because I'm really gonna push for us. If I was a scout for John Spatek, I keep saying his name, Jack Kelly. I would push for drafting Jack Kelly. That would be my day 2 if I don't know how the board is set up, like what round he's projected to go in. If he's a 3rd round guy, hey, we need to get this guy in the 3rd round. If he's a 4th round guy, he should be our first 4th round pick, Jack Kelly. But when you run on the 3-4, you need at least 5 good edge rushers.
Yeah. So now The interesting thing with the 3-4 is your edge rushers are usually like considered the outside linebacker, right?
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes, depending on your packages, they can also be that 5 technique defensive tackle.
Yeah, just
Now, Khalil Mack, he can play that outside. He's 35.
No, I'm
Do
not
we
bringing.
want to bring him back? I'm
I
on the
don't.
position
I
to
don't.
no.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we can move past that. Bengals play a 4-3 system, right?
I don't remember. They went from that Lou Anarumo, who is a 4-3 guy, to I don't know what they did last year. That defense was terrible last year.
Yeah. Quiddy Paye, Colts defense was okay.
Yeah, that was all right.
Um,
They had Matt Eberflus. He was a 4-3 guy.
okay.
I think Quiddy Pay's he's like a big edge guy. So yeah, no.
Dafe Owe.
He did a 3-4, but I think
Okay.
he's gonna demand some money.
Yeah, this is saying about 14 mil.
I think he goes back to Baltimore with Jason Mitchell.
That would make a lot of sense. Edge, there's a lot of older guys. But also, do we need to pick up an edge in free agency? Because we have Crosby, we have Snowden, we brought back Kuntz.
Yeah, if you bring back Kuntz, I think you go to the draft
and see who is there for us.
Kuntz is your joker. If you can bring back Kuntz, you don't need to get a guy.
Yeah. Another interesting name for me is Boye Mafe.
Yeah. Sam Williams too.
But I feel like if you bring back Kuntz, I don't think you go and get Mafe.
That's similar, right?
Yeah, they're playing a similar role. They're smaller edge guys that play that outside linebacker, pass rusher. So I don't think we really need to force an edge here.
Yeah.
I think we can go into the draft and keep an eye on it. Moving on to the offensive line. The news today was that Linderbaum was going to get a $30+ million contract per year. So he's going to get left tackle money.
Not giving him
that. So to me, I'm going to say he's off the board for us.
Yeah, because I can get JB. I'll just put JPJ as him at that point.
Yeah. And then also going off of the news that they think that our tackles are strong, I do not think we're forcing for a offensive tackle in free agency. If anything, like personally, I would like Josh Jones.
I like that.
Who can kind of play anywhere on the offensive line. He played really well at right tackle last year for the Seahawks when they needed it. So he can step up and fill any position if somebody gets hurt. I think he'd be a great bring over. Got veteran presence, played in the system already. So, like, he's comfortable in the system.
Yeah, I like that.
Him being 29, I could see us giving him a 2-year, maybe a 3-year, but I think 2 years more like Spytek. And then him being 3.3, I'd give that to him easily. I could even see us paying him a little bit more. So I think he would be a safe pick to bring over. So I'm going to go ahead and sign that. With them liking our tackles and Parham being a free agent, are we making a push to bring Parham back?
So I mean, obviously we can't do this because we can't like simulate like a week or whatever or days. So, but I would let them test the market and then
try to match.
Yeah, have a conversation with them. Do you want to be here? Do you want to be here for this? You know what I'm saying? This is our plans. Blah blah blah. How much are you getting on the market? Are you getting this? Okay, that's fair. I feel like we can match that. You know what I'm saying? You already have camaraderie with the people that's in the building. You know the building. We know you. We know what you're about. We know your family. You don't have to learn a new city. We don't have state taxes. You know what I'm saying? So we can match that and continue to build with this. I wouldn't be opposed to bringing back Dylan Parham, especially since we're going to a zone scheme and he can play center.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. I know Parham gets a lot of crap from fans, but I consistently say that Parham, if he's the worst starting offensive lineman on your team, then you're
You're
in a deep
doing good.
position.
Yeah.
That being said, it also depends on JPJ also. So
Yeah.
it could be JPJ does end up playing center, and then we have like a Parham or a Meredith with, and then Rogers at the opposite guard position.
Yeah.
Uh, and then really the offensive line and the interior, it's okay. Like obviously Mays from the Panthers, he's very interesting.
Yeah.
But other than that, like I don't know. I would like taking my chances on some offensive linemen in the draft, maybe in the later rounds.
Mm.
Because if they really do think our offensive line isn't that far off, like how many moves are they actually making?
Yeah.
Uh, with Parham bringing him up at 11.6 million a year, are you comfortable offering him that?
I
Because
really don't know the O line market, so I really don't know.
well, I mean, if you base it off of PFF, Parham is a great guard,
Mm.
which he's not. He's a solid guy.
Yeah.
He's a decent starter and a very good backup. So I'm thinking for him, I think around the maybe $10 million range is good for him. But on this app, with him starting at 11.6, it's not going to accept it. So now, do we take that as no? He needs to get the 11.6. Are we offering him 11.6, or should it be cheaper?
No. I again, I think he tests the market, and I think I could be wrong, but I think he goes to Tennessee.
Okay. So let's assume that then. Okay. Uh, do we want to spend up on somebody like a Cade Mays who's looking at around 14, 15 mil?
He plays center and guard or just center?
Believe he's one position.
Is does he have experience in a zone scheme? Like does the Panthers run a zone or power?
I don't know actually. That's another thing with like looking at bringing in offensive linemen is you got to make sure they already are successful in something that you want to run.
Right.
So, do you know?
I know. Again, I'm just throwing out people that I know. The guy from Green Bay, Sean Ryan.
Green Bay runs a zone.
Yeah, it's
Oh
Ryan
yeah,
with a H.
yeah, with an H.
Yeah,
RH.
yeah.
Yeah. Oh, he's 26.
And he has experience. Oh wow, what is that? What did you just do?
I clicked on the name and then this popped up.
Oh,
Oh, so I think it's contract comparisons.
okay. But he has experience at literally all five positions: left
Okay.
tackle, left guard, center, right guard, and right tackle.
Okay. That makes a lot of sense then to try to bring him in.
And what's his name? LaFleur runs that Shanahan, Kubiak, Sean McVay system. So
Yeah. But OG Shanahan system.
right,
Yeah. So Josh Jones. So Sean Ryan makes a lot of sense. Are you paying 11 million for him?
I would
Okay.
I would pay him
Tim,
that and make I would pay him that for sure.
him being 26, are you giving him 2 years or are you going to try
I'm
to push
giving
it for more?
I'm giving him 4 years.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm telling him that I believe in you. You're gonna be our left guard for the next whatever, or our right guard for the next whatever.
Just to get him in the door.
Yep,
And then what the coaches do, the coaches do.
yep.
Okay. So we're at 31.6 million left. So our money is getting drained,
Hmm.
but we're picking up a lot of very needed help. Tight ends, I don't think we go after anybody.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
The only way I could
Is the only guy that I could think of is Bradley something. He was with Seattle. Bradley Russell. Brady Russell.
Brady Russell.
Yeah. He was a team captain in the Super Bowl for the Seahawks. He plays special teams. He does punt. He does punt return. He does kickoff. He does kickoff return. And he has some offensive snaps as that athletic fullback / utility guy. So that's the only guy I could think that Kubiak would bring in, because he, like I said, he was a captain for the Super Bowl, and he had significant snaps everywhere.
Okay. And he's cheap guy. He's at $3 million. If we did get a Brady Russell, I know you and I are both high on Indiana's tight end because he can play fullback also.
Yeah.
Does that change your mind on trying to draft somebody like that?
Yeah. Yeah, so it just depends on what you want. Do you want a young guy that you can develop yourself and teach your own, like what's his name, Nowakowski, or do you want to just bring in a guy that already knows the NFL and knows your system?
Yeah. I mean, but that being said, is like bringing in a utility guy, he's also going to be a special teamer.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Brady Russell would also be a special teamer. Can definitely use plenty of those guys because our special teams was pretty rough last year. Yep. But I think that was mostly on coaching. It takes Mayer off of special teams, possibly.
Which is big, which is really big.
Which is how he got hurt last year, is he got a concussion on a kick cover.
Yeah.
So if we are truly going to be utilizing 2 and 3 tight end sets, I think having an extra tight end is not bad at all.
No. Let me ask you this: Do you like our current 3 and Carter Ryan and the other guy? Do you like those 2 guys?
Runyon, I think, is okay, but he's hardly ever going to see the field as a legitimate receiving option. If he's on the field, he's blocking, I feel like. Okay. So he's mainly just a special teamer and an extra blocker, where as a Brady Russell and Nowakowski, like I could see them legitimately seeing the field and not just blocking.
Okay. So there's your answer right there.
Yeah, so we can bring both those guys in, and then whatever tight ends don't make it through to the roster, it is what it is.
Yeah.
And if Runyon or that other tight end end up getting cut, it doesn't hurt our cap. Yeah, it doesn't hurt our cap at all. We get that money back. So
and it's only $3 million. So yeah, I would definitely sign him.
Now, I think bringing on Russell would make sense. He's 28, 2-year contract.
That's fine.
And $3 million, completely fine. Okay, so now we're in the orange. So we're at 28.6 million left. Receivers, big name is Shaheed. Like, that seems like the easy name everybody throws out, myself included.
Yeah.
I mean, he's been in Kubiak's system for 2 years now, and he's a special team talent. He's a very, very good returner. And that's something we need. So I think Shaheed just makes too much sense to not go after.
Yeah.
And I'm also on board with how you said, like, we need to find out what our receivers really are. So if we're getting another top receiver, like, it just takes snap counts away from those guys. And I don't think we're getting more than 6 wins next year. So we're going to be in a pretty good range of draft for the 2027 draft. So we could be in a very good range for a good receiver.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I definitely think we're drafting top 15 this year.
Yeah. She being 28, I can give him 2 or 3 years.
I think he gets 3.
Yeah, I can agree with that. 2.2 mil a year. I think that's actually cheap for him.
Yeah, that's
I think he's going to be pushing more at the 4 mil, but I don't think it'll let us.
I think he gets more than 4. I think he gets like 7, 8. Because that's
Maybe.
running back money, right? 7, 8.
Yeah.
I think he gets 7, 8.
Okay. Well, it won't let me. Oh, I can manually type in. Okay. So let's just go 7. And we'll make that offer. He's obviously accepting that.
It didn't change.
It changed it to 2.9.
Oh.
So it's only going to let us do 2.9. So it is what it is.
Yeah, it's good.
We can't reset markets on this.
Tyler Linderbaum, you're not getting 30 million, pal. You're getting 19.
I think it has him going for a lot less. Yeah, it has him going for 13.
Yeah, you need to change that. I like this whole system, but it's not realistic. Oh,
yeah. I mean, this would be realistic. I don't see how they're saying 30 million. Like, that's
30 million is a lot.
Top tier left tackle money.
Like, how much is Colton Miller getting?
I'll
look it up.
I don't know if I go back if it messes up what we're doing right now.
No, I'll look it up right here. I got it. Colton Miller. He got an O, not an E. Colton Miller is getting 20.
20 mil a year.
Yeah.
Ain't no way I'm paying a center more than Colton Miller.
As of, he got a 3-year, $66 million contract. He's getting $22 million per year.
Yeah. No, Linderbaum, I'm maxing out at 20. Like, yeah, I'd like him on my team, but I don't want to destroy my cap space for him.
Yeah, I'm not doing that either.
Running backs. Kubiak flat out said that we are not going to let Genty run the ball 100% of the time throughout the whole season. He needs at least one partner to spell him, but he also said it's more than likely going to be more than one guy. That being said, I think we can easily pick up a free agent and keep the guys we have on the roster, and that might be okay. Or we pick up a free agent and draft a guy.
Yeah, I think that's right.
Yeah. So, me personally, I'm all on board on trying to get Tyler Algier. I think he's very, very solid running back, and he can be a legitimate starter for us if Genty goes down.
Yeah.
I think he just serves that number 2 running back role perfectly for us.
I like that.
Were there any other guys that you would like to try to look at, like maybe a Kenneth Gainwell?
So I like to. I would. My first choice, my first option would be Tyler Algier too.
Okay.
But 2 guys that I think that if he goes, you know what I'm saying, if he decides to go somewhere else, Kenneth Gainwell and Sean Tucker would be the other 2 guys that I think they go after.
Okay.
I didn't know he was a first right refusal. I didn't know that.
I thought he was older than 25. Feel like Tucker's been in the league for a while. But
he might be 26.
Yeah. Is there anybody from? So there's Kenneth Walker. There's no way we're going after him. He's going to get top running back.
George Holani is a free agent, but he's a restricted free agent.
Keaton Mitchell is interesting.
I like Keaton Mitchell. He's small. He broke his leg 2 years in a row, didn't
he? Did he?
I think he did something with his legs like 2 years in a row.
What the hell do the Ravens feed their running backs?
Yeah.
There's Austin Eckler.
No.
Fuck no. Ricard, fullback. Which we do need a fullback, but do we go a true fullback or do we go a utility guy?
I go utility. More you can do.
Yeah, I agree. Michael Carter looked okay last year for the Cardinals. I think I'm all aboard on Algier. Yeah, Lonnie's exclusive rights. So for that, we would have to give up a draft pick, wouldn't we?
Exclusive rights. Yeah, I think that's the tender. Yeah,
Okay.
like they put like a 3rd-round tender on them. Yeah,
But yeah, I'm all board on bringing in Aljair. And I think you said he was your first choice also.
yeah,
So I think that's just the safe guy to get. Give him a 3-year contract, $3 million a year. Sounds great. Do we want to try to bring in another running back? Or are we
No, I get a
gonna
draft.
try to get a draft?
Yeah,
Okay.
because
Quarterback.
Dylan Lobby is still on the contract, right? He's not a free agent.
Labe is still under contract, and we got McCollum also, who is okay. I mean, he's one of those guys that can come in for like maybe 5-10% of the snaps.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I'm just talking for like camp body purposes.
Yeah, McCollum's probably a camp body guy.
Yeah, I think Dylan Lobby is going to be a camp body too. I hate that they didn't sign what it's called to the active roster. The kid from Tulsa, he played under AP. He did real good.
Oh, yeah, but then he got hurt, right?
Yeah, I really like
But
him. I
that
think
was
he would
his
have
thing,
been.
is he kept getting hurt every year.
Yeah, I think he would have been good in his own scheme. But
Yeah.
it is what it is.
Okay, quarterback. They've said they've wanted a vet. They said that they don't want the rookie quarterback to start unless he just flat out 100% beats out the other guys. I don't think this is going to have Kirk Cousins on it, because I know Kirk Cousins is the big name for us because he has played with Kubiak. Me personally, I'm fine with it being AOC.
Yeah, that's fine. And then drafting somebody or just getting 2 vets.
I mean, we could go somebody like a Carson Wentz.
Okay.
But I don't really. Bridgewater's interesting, but he went from coaching high school, getting in trouble, getting onto the Bucks randomly. Did the Cardinals have what's his name still under contract?
Jacoby Brissett, yeah.
Yeah, Brissett would probably be the top guy I would want. But I'm completely fine with drafting 2 rookies also. I kind of like that strategy because it seems like it works out a lot, because it worked out for the 49ers, worked out for the Redskins with RG3 and Kirk Cousins. Was there another team that did it also?
That's all I know.
Yeah, but those were the big 2 where they drafted 2 quarterbacks on the same draft, and it ended up working great for them. And I just kind of like drafting that insurance. But I'm willing to let AOC be the veteran presence in the quarterback room. I mean, he's a good locker room guy, and he's very smart. I mean, he's had 5 or 6 play callers in 3 seasons.
Yeah. Go to the safety, and this will be my last signing. I think we need a legit safety.
Free safety.
Yeah. I think it's either gonna be one of those 2 guys right there.
Nick Cross or Kobe Bryant.
Yep.
Yeah. I like Nick Cross a lot. He's younger. This is also showing he's going to be cheaper, which makes sense. He's not coming from a Super Bowl team.
Facts. Yeah. I would go Nick Cross.
Yeah. And 4-5 years.
Yeah, he's what, 25? How old is he? 25.
He's 25. Let's go 5-year, 10 mil.
That's fine with me. I know you got to keep like 10 million for the rookies. Realistically.
Well, there's also going to end up being cap casualty guys.
Oh yeah, true.
But yeah, so that's our free agency. Filled in a lot of holes with not necessarily the biggest names, but
good Good football players. That's what you want.
Yeah, and that's what we need to fill in the. And how fast do we want this draft to go? Do we want to go kind of slow so we can kind of see what this is saying players are going to go?
Oh, it's up to you. I'm good.
Okay, I think slow so we can kind of talk while it's moving.
Yeah.
Kind of see like weird picks that we think is like strange or kind of surprise us. But yeah, we're gonna do the full draft. Let it go. I mean, are we even gonna talk about the first pick?
No.
Yeah.
Not at all.
So let's see. How do we start this?
The plus sign start.
Oh, start. There we go. Okay. So we got a trade offer. Get the number 3 pick and a future pick. Nope. See you later.
I'm good on that.
Fernando Mendoza, easy pick. Arvell Reese, Cornell Tate. A lot of Ohio State earlier, which, I mean, makes sense. Sonny Styles at 15. Caleb Lomu at 23. I think that's kind of high for him.
Lomu?
Yeah, Lomu. Caleb Banks, guy I really like, but he has foot injury issues, which is why I personally wouldn't draft him, especially with a big guy. Like, can you reliably count on a big guy like that who has foot issues already?
Yeah. That's a Yao Ming issue. Why Yao Ming getting last?
And Arizona State's Max, so I'm not going to say his last name. We're both big on him for tackle. And especially after his combine numbers, like, he can move.
Yeah.
I did not expect him to be able to move that well.
Yeah, he looked good.
I know Mesidor, he's a big name for a lot of Raider fans also. Put him at that edge opposite Max. He's 25,
yeah,
right?
he's 25.
Okay. So he's a little older, but he's got a lot of experience, but he's also got a long injury history. And then I know I'm big on Emmanuel McNeil Warren. I think you are too, right?
Yeah, I like that. Yeah.
Yeah. He's possibly the next great safety other than Downs. Like, the guy is very, very athletic and plays the ball really well.
Yeah. He's very
with the players. Yeah. Players left. We got Lee Hunter. Or first, who are you going BPA, or are you looking for a specific position group?
See, that's the thing, right? The position with to me, Lee Hunter isn't BPA right there. To me, BPA is Dylan Thieneman. Dylan Thieneman will probably go in the first round.
Yeah,
he's probably going in the first round.
Because safety's not as valued as other positions. So, like, him going in the second round kind of makes sense to me. And then he plays that
up on the draft. Who did the Vikings draft?
The Vikings.
Oh, they picking that high? I didn't know it was picking that high. Oh,
did they might have traded out.
Okay, so they traded up for
Jermod McCoy.
They traded up for him. Okay.
Yeah. So then the Chiefs selected Peter Woods.
All right.
Which that kind of makes sense because they're replacing what's his name? Their current D tackle, Jones.
Christian Jones.
Yeah. Because he's older. He's 31, 32, something like that.
Yeah. But I think I don't know, for some reason I just have a feeling that Dylan Thieneman is going in the first round to the Vikings because Harrison Smith is retiring. And that's a perfect, I know they keep saying that, but I was already thinking it. But he's a perfect replacement for Harrison Smith. He does everything that Harrison Smith does, but he's a better athlete. Like, he's faster than Harrison Smith. He's not as smart as Harrison Smith. Harrison Smith was smart as hell coming out of Notre Dame. But
Yeah.
but Dylan Thiemann played at Purdue, right? And Purdue, when he played there, they had a really good defense, right? Their DB coach was really good.
I thought he played at Indiana.
He played at Purdue.
Okay.
Yeah. But what else?
Omar Cooper Jr. possibly, but
Yeah.
that's if we're going receiver. I don't think we go receiver personally.
I don't think so either.
I think we're gonna go heavy defense in the draft.
Yeah. So I think they either go, if Lee Hunter's there, I think they go Lee Hunter or a corner.
Yeah. So who are the cornerbacks? Chris Johnson's available. I'm big on him. Pons is really good. He's just small, but he's so athletically gifted that he makes up for his size.
Yeah.
And then I think the other one worth talking about is
Abney.
Keith Abney.
Yeah. I'm gonna tell you, I haven't said this, but I do not like Davison Igbinosun. If Davison Igbinosun is on the Raiders roster next year, it's gonna piss me off. He's gonna make me mad. He's worse than Eric Stokes.
Yeah.
He doesn't tackle. He's just a, I don't know. I don't want to get into much about it, but yeah, I'm not a fan of him.
Well, Pons definitely tackles.
Yeah.
But with his size, is he going to be forced into a nickel role when he plays so well outside?
I don't know.
That's
I'm all about football players. I like Pons as a football player. I would pick Pons. Has the experience. He played at JMU, right? He dominated at JMU. He went to Indiana, and he was still one of the better corners. I was talking about D'Angelo Pons last year as a true junior. So the transition from JMU to Indiana wasn't really that big, and he played against Jeremiah Smith. He held his own against Jeremiah Smith. He held his own against the dude from Washington. So I have no problem with picking Pons.
Yeah. Did we sign a cornerback in free agency? I don't remember.
We got can't do it. Does it show you?
I don't know if it resets our draft if I go back. I mean, it's not like we only did one round, so I don't mind.
It still didn't show you.
No.
Click on the little the three lines, like the settings lines at the top right.
Top right depth chart. Defense.
Josh Jobe.
Yeah, we got Josh Jobe. So we definitely need a cornerback or two in the draft.
Yeah.
Okay, so it might. Yeah, so go real quick. I wonder if it changes it. Oh, it did change it. So we might have a different selection now. So we definitely need a cornerback. Also know that Rodriguez is most likely going in the second round.
Okay. That's a little case he considers,
Yeah. I mean, Rodriguez probably isn't going in the top half of the second round. So there is the option to trade back also. This has him at 55, which I think is a decent range for him. I think he might actually be around 50, but I mean, that's not a big jump. We got trade offers. So we give up 36 for the 48 and 79. That's pretty decent trade. Green Bay gives us 52 and 84. It's a little bit worse. And then Miami is offering the 43 and the 75. So if we accepted a trade, it'd probably be the Miami one because that's just flat out the best one.
Yeah.
Are you taking that trade or are you taking – I think we're looking at corner, right?
Right. I would go down 7 spots. Because right now I'm trying to decide between Chris Johnson and D'Angelo Pons.
So we're at 36. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So Miami is at 43. So this says the Giants, Houston, Cleveland, Kansas City. This is showing everybody needs a cornerback. So do 3 cornerbacks one of the three that we like make it down to 43 if we're going cornerback.
I think they make it because go to see, yeah, because I think New York goes Casey Concepcion. I think Houston will probably go Lee Hunter.
Did New York take a? They took Caleb Downs, so they already took a DB.
I think we'll be all right.
Okay, so do we want to trade back?
Yeah.
Okay. Because the other option for us would be Lee Hunter, but we did bring in a vet nose tackle, so
it worked out perfect.
Yeah. So it works out. So there's still Chris Johnson and Pons there.
At this point, it's your choice whether you want Chris Johnson or D'Angelo Pons.
Well, with the trades available, I don't think I'm taking any of them because I want picks for this year, and I don't want to fall back to the 60. So I'm saying no to all these draft trades. Chris Johnson, I like a lot, but Pons has played at better competition and showed that he can play against bigger receivers because he absolutely owned Ohio State. They did get a couple receptions on him, but like none of them were game changing or anything. Like they're just little out routes.
Yeah, the only one that beat him was Jeremiah Smith.
And it wasn't even for a bad. It wasn't even bad.
Yeah, he made up for it.
So I don't know. It may be Indiana bias, but I think I'm going Pons here because, like you said, we like great football players, and maybe he is able to play that nickel position, which could be big. I don't know. But he can tackle. He definitely tackles. Chris Johnson's okay at tackling. So I think we're taking Pons at 43.
Indiana back to back.
Yeah.
Rodriguez gone.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I kind of saw that coming.
We should have traded up. We should have paused it and traded up.
Yeah. I mean, we could just redo it right now, but we're not going to get that same trade back.
Yeah.
Too little, too late. But
yep.
Dunker.
Hey, that would have been perfect.
Just take Dunker.
What we got right now? We got Colt Miller, Sean Ryan, JPJ. I'm taking Janice Dunker and I'm making him compete with DJ Glaze for the right tackle spot.
Okay. Even though Dunker plays left tackle?
He's good enough to compete at right tackle.
Okay.
He played right tackle he played right tackle in the Senior Bowl.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I think Dunker's the easy choice. I just want to talk about Jacoby Lane.
Okay.
He's got, I'm going to just say attitude issues, which does not fit the draft profile of what SpyTech says because he preaches over and over again that he wants good personality people.
Mm-hmm.
Jacoby Lane is not that based off of his antics when it comes to practice, meetings, all that. Like he does his own thing at practice. He's late to meetings constantly. He misses practice. Like these are the reports. But extremely smooth route runner, great hands, really big body. Like he legitimately could be a very, very great receiver in the NFL.
Yeah.
But comes with the tag of prima donna. Does that matter as much when you're building your roster full of great-minded people? Can you bring in somebody like that?
Not right now. Not at this stage.
Not while we're building.
Not at this stage. You have to already be established. Like the Seahawks could probably bring him in, but not the Raiders right now.
Okay. But yeah, Gennings Dunker, easy pick. 67. Yeah, we missed out on Rodriguez, but it worked out. Now we're picking again already because the trade back. Interesting pick right here is Dominic Orange.
Yeah, I watched Tape Don't Lie, and Marcus was at the what's it called? at the NFL Combine. And he
Yep.
said that Dominique Orange was very cocky when it came to the interviews. They asked him what he needed to work on, and he said nothing.
Okay.
I don't need to
See you.
work on
Bye.
anything.
Don't need to look at you then.
Yeah, so that's not gonna fly.
So Romello Heights there. Yeah, he's
To the edge. I feel like Jack Kelly, man. I'm all about Jack Kelly. I'm getting Jack Kelly later.
Where is Kelly ranked? 238.
He's better than that. I don't care what this thing say.
Okay, so we'll look at him in the 4th or 5th round to take. Just keep reminding me. Dante Lawson, are you? Wait,
I like Deontay. I like Deontay. I would go corner again. I would go Malik Muhammad or Keontae Scott. Just depends. If you plan on having D'Angelo Pons as your outside corner at 5'8", I would go. Man, where you go?
I hit cornerback and he disappeared.
Oh,
They have Scott as a safety.
Oh wow,
that's interesting.
Yeah. But to me, he's the best. He's the best nickel corner in this draft class. He's smart. He's a 5-year guy. He's been in college for 5 years, and I like that. Believe it or not, with defensive guys, because that means that they know what to do. They know, and he made money in college, so you ain't got to worry about certain things. He's been in a couple of systems. I like my defensive guys to be a little older. That's just a preference of mine.
Logan Jones is still available. Very good center.
I like Logan Jones.
He's another older guy.
I like Bud Clark too.
Bud Clark, safety out of TCU.
Grayson Holton and DDS.
Yeah.
Still some good guys. What is this, 3rd round?
Yeah, this late 3rd.
Oh, wow. I'm going to let you pick I picked the last one.
Jake Slaughter. Interesting. He's a bigger guy, not quite as athletic, so I don't know if he would fit our system. If we were more of a power run scheme, I think I would actually take him. But us trying to switch over to that outside zone run scheme, I don't think he's the right guy to take. And then also the other question is JPJ our center or not? I think right now we have it lined up to where he is our center.
Okay.
Do we need to think about getting somebody else to go behind him because you can't rely on his health?
To answer that, we have Sean Ryan. Sean Ryan would be your backup center, and we did retain Jordan Meredith too. So you got 2 backup centers.
Yeah.
Even though I don't like Jordan Meredith at center, he's still a quality.
If we have to, we can. Right. Yeah. So that being said, I mean, we're thin at corner. We need all the help in the world there. And then Keontae Scott fills a need, and he can tackle.
Yeah.
I think he's an easy choice right now. Logan Jones probably would have been my next option, but I mean, you talked me out of it just because the depth we ended up getting in free agency. Okay.
Okay, we'll let.
4th round, 102, just outside the top 100. Malachi Lawrence is an interesting edge. Kalen Rutledge.
That is interesting.
One of the guys we're high on at guard. Yeah. And Sam Hecht, another center.
Yeah.
Mike Washington, the running back you like.
There we go. Dante Corleone. I like Dante Corleone too.
Yeah. The Don.
Yeah. You look at his tape. I think he started as a Did he start as a freshman? I think he started as a freshman. And he played all 3-4 years and produced.
I think this DL1T is the one technique. So I think that's projecting him as a nose tackle.
Yeah.
So that could be a very interesting pick for us because we have the one vet who is a definite nose tackle, and then we have other guys that could kind of help out there but not really take it over. Corleone could be that guy. But Mike Washington's there. We definitely need a running back. Or no, actually, we don't definitely need one because we got a free agent in Aljair. So, question is, do we take up another running back and then we have our for sure 3 guys at running back between Genty, Aljair, and Washington, or do we let the other guys battle it out for that third spot that's currently on our roster?
Um, I love Mike Washington, but I'm gonna value D line more, and I feel like I can get another running back later on in the draft.
Okay, so we got Corleone, and we got. I like Malachi Lawrence. The guy is a great pass rusher, but he is a liability in the run game.
Yeah, and you don't know how he's gonna do in the pass game, right?
Yeah,
Dropping it in the coverage.
true. And then Kalen Rutledge and Sam Hecht. So O-line, we have our depth there. If we're trying to see what we really have in our young guys that we have on our roster right now, we could pass up on Rutledge and Hecht. That kind of hurts me. Corleone seems like kind of a bigger need.
Yeah.
Simply because we only have one guy that can truly play that nose tackle. So what happens when that guy goes down?
Right.
I'm going to let you take this one. Who are we taking?
I agree with you about the O-line. I really wanted Mike Washington. I didn't know he was going to be in like this sought after in the 4th round. If I wouldn't saw his name, it wouldn't hurt so bad. I'm gonna say D tackle. I'm gonna say Dante Corleone.
Okay, I still think it's a great pick. Fills a need. And we might have somebody that falls to us. So Mike Washington went 2 picks before us.
Just came off the board. I was looking at
it. So, I mean, there's a chance. You never know how the actual NFL is going to go. Nick Singleton, I like him. He's definitely a very good change of pace back for Genty because Singleton's more of a burner. And outside zone scheme, that's kind of an interesting choice to be a 1-2 punch with Genty.
And he's a good kick return too.
Yeah, but we did get Shaheed.
Yeah, well, that's true.
And we already have Tucker, so Tucker can be that backup returner.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's not a need to get Singleton. It's just a very interesting name in my book to take here. Torian York, I know you've liked him in the past. I don't know if you still do.
I'm waiting on him right now. I don't really care too much for him.
Yeah, but this is the 4th round. Are we taking your guy here?
I don't think he's ready to come off the board.
Well, remember he was in the 200s. So
yeah.
If you think that's accurate, he might not go off the board at all. We got Bo Stevens here. Another good name. I know we talked about
Llewellyn.
Yeah, Llewellyn.
2 maxes. That'd be crazy.
Yeah. I'm a fan of Trey Zune.
I like Trey.
I don't know if he'd go this early, though. I think we could wait around for him. But if we're going after that linebacker you really like, and Trey Zune's the guy for us, like, we could trade back possibly, but we didn't get any offers this time. So we'd have to create our own.
I think it'd be more realistic to trade up instead of trading back so much.
You think so?
We already had 10. Now we have 11 draft picks.
Well, we also have a lot of holes. So it could be under that belief that bring in as many players as we can to compete.
Yeah.
But, I mean, you and I consistently say that we need the blue chip players. So, like, us trading back isn't going to bring us in those blue chippers.
I think, what's this? This is the 4th round. Pick 116. It's still not Jack Kelly time. I think Jack Kelly goes around 150. ish,
Okay.
hopefully. So at this point, we got two corners. We got a D tackle. We got quarterback, obviously. We got right there you go. Go to your picks. Top right.
Yeah. So we got Pons, Dunker, Scott, and Corleone. So we got outside corner, nickel corner, offensive tackle, and
Hey,
nose
we really
tackle.
we doing good.
Yeah.
I'm liking this.
Yeah.
Uh,
Uh, we can give offensive line help with Bo Stevens, very good guard, All American. Compete with Rogers or that left guard position. Even
I
though we
like it.
did bring in free agents, I think Bo Stevens is a good pick to really shore up the offensive line.
I will go that. Go ahead. I will back to back, not back to back.
Will Lee is another interesting name. I feel like he
Yeah,
could be a good corner in the NFL.
yeah.
Maybe not his first. He needs a little bit of work, but yeah. All right. So
So
134, and then we have a 174. So you said 150 range for Kelly.
yeah,
Would you take him now at 134? Or would you wait for him at 174?
I would probably get what I need round now, and then I got those 2/5. I would trade back up
Okay.
and get Jack Kelly.
So Max right here, we mentioned earlier. I think Max might be a good option right here.
Okay. If you go max, I don't think you get Jack because they it's similar. Well,
Oh,
Max
well,
is different
Max
though.
is
'Cause Max is
bigger. I think he
yeah,
could be playing that more of that five technique role.
yeah, yeah. He's a bigger guy. He's like a AJ Epinesa type. He went to
Yeah,
Iowa too. Are you loving these Iowa guys? There be
they're
three Iowa
coached
guys.
right, man. Like for depth guys, like Iowa and Iowa State are very, very safe players to get because they're just coached right. Uh, 134 round range. This might be a little high for him because we're gonna have to. Nowakowski could also be looked at here.
Mm.
Utility, tight end. He can play fullback. Like he can do everything on the football field. He's going to be on special teams. Like,
I wouldn't hate it.
and there's also Takario Davis, which we already took two corners and we got a free agent corner.
What do you think about safety though? Would you be comfortable starting Nick Cross and Polomau at safety?
Uh, well, really, wouldn't it? I mean, I guess it depends on who or how they play our other safety. Shoot, why do I always forget his name?
Jeremy Chan.
Yeah, Chen. We thinking he's going to be more of that like sub linebacker package.
Yeah,
Um, that being said, that doesn't mean he can only play that. Like he can play strong safety in other packages.
yeah.
Uh, so I think Cross, Chen, and Palomao make a decent safety rotation.
Okay.
So I'm comfortable with having those three guys. We also have another safety, the guy that they liked playing at as the nickel last year, who was hurt in the beginning of the season.
He plays. He's a safety.
He's listed as a safety, but he really only played nickel for us.
Hmm.
Uh,
Oh, Greedy Vance.
yeah, Greedy Vance. Yeah, right here, Greedy Vance.
Okay.
Oh, so I can pull this up. So we can go. So Josh Job be up here.
I like DCAM too. I know a lot of people don't, but I think DCAM is going to be good.
Yeah, I think DCAM could be good. Problem is with him is injuries and last year. Like, I mean, he was hurt last year, but he didn't get a shot at all last year. but this is probably what we're looking at now.
Yeah. I think Keontae Scott beats Greedy Vance. Nickel.
Oh, yep. Yeah.
Nick Cross starts.
So we're 3-4.
That's 4-3.
Yeah. There we go.
Yeah.
So we got Leo Chenal, Christian Harris. I don't know why Eichenberg's up there twice.
Change
I don't know
Malcolm
what.
Kuntz and Max Crosby to the D ends. Put Leo and Christian at the inside linebackers.
Oh, okay. I see.
Yeah.
Inside linebacker. Crosby left, Kuntz right. Lindenberg is a inside linebacker now.
Yeah, he's inside. Yeah.
Jamin Davis
He's
outside.
inside. No, he's inside.
Okay.
Yeah.
So left D end would be Tyree.
Charles Snowden needs to go.
Snowden needs to go behind Kuntz. Brennan Jackson is outside linebacker. You can go behind Crosby.
Pegues would start at nose.
Yep. And Butler
would probably start in front of Tonka.
Yeah. We also got Billings.
Oh, well, he would probably start.
Yeah. And Booker. So
Harvey is an outside linebacker. Top. At the top. Third. Yeah,
outside linebacker.
He's kind of like a Malcolm Kuntz.
Okay. Billings is going to go up front. I don't know why Tossi's on the defensive side because don't they have him as a guard?
As a guard, yeah.
Yeah.
Put him at the top at 3. Just see if somebody behind him.
Corleone, who we drafted.
Okay. I like Traven May too. So we don't need no more D-line. We good on D-line.
Yeah, we got a lot of depth there. But Corleone's probably going to go behind Pegues.
Yeah. I forgot we got Andrew Billings. I didn't even think of that.
But 3-4, if Tossi was going to play, he would be a nose tackle on the 3-4.
Yeah, you like 6'6", 360, right?
Yeah, he's a big boy. But it's probably what we're looking at right now.
And this is probably biased with me, but I don't think that's bad. I don't think that looks bad at all.
Yeah, I don't either. I mean, we brought in a bunch of starters. Billings, vet presence, nose tackle. Who knows? Maybe Pegues or Corleone could. I don't think Corleone would, but maybe they could beat him out. All right, so D-line, we're done.
Yeah, no more D-line.
Edge would be Kelly for that outside linebacker.
What about because we didn't have anything at inside linebacker, right? We didn't have any outside of Eichenberg and the two
Harris,
guys
Chanel, Eichenberg, Lindenberg, Jamin Davis.
That's really it. I'm not really counting on Jamin Davis or Lindenberg.
No.
Eichenberg and Lindenberg. That's crazy.
The Bergs.
The Burgers. I was about to say the same thing.
Yeah. So we could go a middle linebacker.
Yeah. So because Max doesn't have anyone behind him, I think linebacker and outside linebacker should be the next two. I would go Lander Barton. Do you like Lander Barton?
I like Lander Barton. He's gonna be your true middle linebacker.
Yeah.
He doesn't have a bunch of range, but he can play the run.
He doesn't. He doesn't have range. He doesn't play the pass.
He's not the fastest guy.
Okay.
But he plays hard. I mean, he's kind of fallen off my list since I was talking about him like way early in the season.
Yeah.
But I think he's a solid guy who can definitely bare minimum be a depth guy who can be a spot starter if somebody's hurt.
Go to the linebackers.
Linebackers.
Aiden Fisher. There we go.
Easy pick.
Yeah.
You know what's kind of crazy? I think Weeks could end up being a very good NFL linebacker, like edge guy.
Mm.
I just
West
think
Week.
he kind of got lost in the sauce at LSU. Oh, we were. Oh,
It's okay. He ain't off.
yeah, but uh, this is Kelly,
Yeah.
Jack Kelly, and then I think the next one I want is Nowakowski.
Okay.
Could look at the running backs. Black is there. We still have 3 picks left, so we have 184 and the 219.
Le'Veon Moss is a really good running back.
He's smaller though, right?
He's 5'8". He's
So,
same size as Black.
oh, Black is 5'8".
Yeah. The other one, Hemby, was the bigger guy.
Okay, I don't know. I just thought Black seems like he plays bigger.
Yeah.
Oh, I can select multiple positions. Okay. Uh, I like Nowakowski a lot, and I think he fits that utility role perfectly that we were talking about.
Okay.
Just shits and giggles here. Looking at I like Eric Rivers. He's another guy who I think could contribute a lot on special teams.
Yeah.
Uh,
He's kind of like Trey Tucker, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
He's 6 foot, so he's taller than Tucker. I
Okay.
think Rivers is 6 foot. I might be confusing him with somebody else, but he plays similar to Tucker, where he's lightning fast. And problem is Georgia Tech, their quarterback like to run the ball a lot.
Yeah.
So running back, you like Moss here?
No, I'm getting Nowakowski.
Nowakowski? Okay.
Just to make sure, because this is probably the range where he goes. Like this is the 5th round, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah,
I wish
so
it would show the rounds, but yeah.
I think that's like around the range that he goes. Somebody's gonna pick him up, so you might as well go ahead and get him.
So this is saying we need running back, receiver, and edge.
It's gonna say receiver, but we don't need receiver because we already got a plan for that.
Yeah.
And we already got our edge guys. Kelly, Max, Kuntz, Snowden.
I think going in with those 4 is good.
Yeah. We can probably pick up like a vet guy later on who's gonna sign later. So
yeah. So I think running back is safe here. What do you think of Adam Randall?
Nah. He's okay.
But you think Moss is the right guy here?
It wouldn't. Those top 4 guys, actually top 5, because Noah Whittington's pretty good too. But any of those guys, I wouldn't be mad at any of them.
Okay.
Jamari Taylor's faster than all of them. Jamari Taylor's the fastest one out of Virginia.
Yeah.
Adam Randall gives you receiving ability. Kaylon Black played with. You know what you're getting with any guy from Indiana, like you talking about with Iowa. You know what you're gonna get. You don't have to worry about certain things.
I like Black a lot just because he's a really tough running back and he runs hard. And problem is I don't know if he fits into the zone because I think Indiana played more of a power, didn't they?
Well, that was in the shotgun, so it's really hard to tell. They did that trap and RPO. I wouldn't be opposed to it. You get him.
Yeah. Oh, Tristan Lay went this late. Lay's one of those guys where it has all the talent in the world, but it just didn't put it on the field. He's an offensive lineman. Okay.
What are we looking at?
This is our last pick in the draft. So this is Who are we looking at? Kind of. I kind of like Nwamka from Iowa.
Yeah, I like him.
Very athletic guy.
There's still
Had
a
it
couple
down
guys that
here.
I like out there.
Yeah.
Taylor
Wetchen, slot
Weezer,
receiver. Eric
Eric
Rivers
Rivers,
still there.
Gary Smith. He's a D tackle. He's a nose. I just know. I think he goes they like 4th or 5th round.
Okay.
Landon
Fano's brother.
Robinson, Logan Fano. Logan Fano's getting 3rd round talk right now.
Yeah. Didn't he have a pretty good combine?
Yeah, it was solid. Luke Altmaier. Oh, look at quarterbacks.
You were
My
thinking
guy is Joe Fagnano.
Fagnano.
That's my guy out of UConn.
Okay.
But there are you can pick and go ahead.
I was just gonna draft him. I don't
Oh, go
mind
ahead.
getting 2 quarterbacks. Like this last one, like who are we really gonna get? Haynes King could
You would
be
get
like a utility guy.
yeah, that's what I was about to say. You get a Haynes King, you're gonna use him for like strictly for like coming in on 4th and 1. You don't want Mendoza to get hurt. You're gonna get him to do a quarterback sneak or something. But
Yeah.
because he can't throw the ball.
I wonder if he can catch.
Uh,
But we already tried that last year with drafting
yeah.
Montana State quarterback.
And
then we cut him. But
I
you
like Fagnano.
Okay. Let's do it.
But I could see Kubiak going Haynes King just because he was intrigued with he can be like, okay, well, I had what's my boy with the Saints?
Hill.
Taysom Hill. Yeah, just because we had Taysom Hill and he did whatever.
So this is saying we finished with 12.7 mil, but I don't think it takes into account the rookies, so that's probably closer to like 1 mil left.
Yeah.
Here's where we can play with our depth chart. I mean, we could say AOC is the starter, but I mean, Fernando eventually will be. I got to move guys around so that way, because we got Aljair, Kalen Black. Is there? Okay, so that's it. So personally, Labe is going to the back of the line for me.
Yeah.
I like McClendon Curtis as an actual running back more than Lobby.
He's a guard. McClendon Curtis is a guard. You think about Chris Collier?
Yeah, there we are. Collier. And then Aljair goes back. He's going to be the number 2. Black would be 3.
Yeah, I like that.
I hate how they hide names, so you got to move people around to.
Yeah.
Okay. But the way I would see the receivers would be Trey Tucker 1, Besh 2. Shaheed would probably be the 3 with Thornton directly behind him.
I would put Shedrick Jackson up where Philip Dorsett said. I like Shedrick Jackson.
Yeah, he played well for us. I mean, he had that one great play, but I mean,
I feel like he'd be really good as a gunner on special teams.
Yeah. Dorsett and Brendan Rice, I could see being casualties. Justin Shorter also. Like, I definitely think 1 or 2 of those 3 would end up being cut in actuality this year.
Yeah.
Tight ends, Runyon, only a special teams guy. Brady Russell.
I feel like that's how it's going to be. It's going to be Brock, Mayer, Russell, Nowakowski, and then.
Too bad there's not a fullback. Problem is, how do I put it while we can still show?
I don't think you can.
Yeah.
Put Put Nowakowski as a third wide receiver in the third spot. Yeah, right there.
Yeah.
Like that, I guess.
Yeah. So yeah, that works. Then we're saying bring Dunker over to the right tackle.
He's gonna take that spot. That's his job.
I'm just doing it this way. That way it kicks out that extra glaze.
Yeah. Put that Joshua Miles guy up at center. Cause we got
where's Josh Jones?
The he's behind that Delmar guy. Put Delmar up there where Philip Dorsett's at. Or right there. Yeah, it don't matter. At center.
Well, we need Caleb Rogers to show. Layden Robinson, he's not gonna.
No. Oh, where is he?
There's Meredith. We need a little like
There's
extra.
2 Jordan Merediths on there.
Okay, so we're Jordan Meredith. We're just gonna say Dorsett gets cut. Is there 2 Caleb Rogers now? Okay, so Bo Stevens is there.
Okay. Put JPJ at starting center. See what they do with
JPJ.
There you go.
Where's Josh Jones? Okay, so I think it ends up going like this. Yeah, you can go there. So Caleb Rogers will end up being the right guard, right?
I think so.
Meredith will end up being left guard. Josh Jones we brought for right tackle, help possibly. So we got Sean Ryan as the starter with Meredith as the backup.
Yeah.
There we go. And you said Curtis was a guard?
Yeah. Janice Donker's taking that right tackle spot.
All right.
That looks good.
That looks good. Does I hate how this like I have to click and like hold for a good second for this to allow me to move stuff. But Meredith there. Does that look better?
Put Meredith as the backup center.
Okay.
And then put Josh Jones as a backup right guard.
Backup right guard. Are we liking that?
Put Josh Jones as the backup right guard.
Oh, my bad.
There we go. Yeah, I like that.
Okay. Defense. Okay, we got that left D tackle, 5 technique, edge, whatever. Tyree, Jonah, Broderick Martin, which we already did these kind of during the draft.
Yeah, we already kind of did that.
But we got Jack Kelly.
Jack Kelly's going to be behind Max. Either Jack or Malcolm. Malcolm kind of fits the mold of Max more. I mean, not Malcolm. I'm sorry. Charles Snowden fits the body style of Max more, with being like lean, tall, pass rusher, and then Jack Kelly probably behind Malcolm Kuntz, maybe. I don't know.
Oh, so you want Snowden behind Crosby?
Yeah, right where Brendan Jackson is.
Yep.
Switch them to yeah.
And then Harvey go behind Kelly.
Yeah. Leo Chenal would probably start.
Yeah.
Didn't we get another inside linebacker?
Hayden Fisher. Jamin Davis can. Oh wait, we got extra Tommy Eichenberg, so we'll do it this way.
I think Fisher
Porter.
goes in front of Lindenberg.
Yep. Porter, Pons, Kelly, Josh Jobe, Decam. Can do it like that, so that way everybody's name shows.
I like that.
And Keontae Scott as the nickel. And we got Cross, Chen. Is McCollum a strong safety?
I think he's a free.
Okay. So there we go.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah,
Solid.
it's not too bad. Okay, so ended up with 12.7, but it's not accounting for the rookies. So we're probably close to 1 mil left. We had 2 cuts. We signed 15 free agents with 11 draft picks. So, I mean, we have a full roster.
I love it.
Yeah. I mean, kind of forgot to pause and trade up for Rodriguez, but was a blessing in disguise because we got Gennings Dunker.
Yeah, and we got Aiden Fisher, which he's like a true inside linebacker.
Yeah, he's hella smart too. Did you see what they what was it? One of the teams, I think it was Miami, right? Called and talked to Oregon and asked them about Aiden Fisher.
Yeah.
And so they made a bunch of dummy calls, and then they said it didn't matter. Aiden Fisher disassembled it.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that shows a lot on his mind on the game. So I wouldn't be mad at all getting Fisher, especially because he's supposed to go in the later rounds, like a 4th or 5th round.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, that's solid, man. I like that. I'm not opposed to that at all.
Yeah. All right. Well, with that in the books, we're going to take this down, show our 2 lovely faces. You want to end it with that?
Yeah, that's cool. That was solid, man. I like that. I enjoyed that. That was good.
Yeah. I mean, I know it took a little long, but it's definitely fun, like actually thinking into it. Like, what do we need? What holes do we fill? Who did we get in free agency? So should we draft this guy now or draft somebody else? And I really think we did take very talented guys.
Oh, yeah. Football players. What you want?
Yeah. And one thing we didn't talk about is even though we have a bunch of cap space, we do have to spend at least $56 million to make sure we hit that 90% margin over 3 years on cap spending. Because we can end up, I believe we end up losing a possible draft pick or 2 if we don't hit that 90 million or 90% cap spending over the 3 years. And then also that money that we didn't spend to get to that 90% gets allocated to the whole roster. So it's basically wasted money.
So it just gets spread out.
Yeah. But I mean, I had fun with that. I think we're out. And have a good night, everyone. Have a good week.
Be safe.